Maza or Akim. I'm not sure what you want to be called, but make sure your share settings on, and we're just gonna go in the game,
Deadfall, man?
and
Is it
Gold
real
Golds will
deadfall?
walk you through.
Yo, is it real deadfall?
Do you want to be Maza? Is that what you want to? All right, cool. Maza works. Um, I usually, as we get started here, I give people a few minutes to load in. The stream announcement will go into the Discord in a few minutes, so wait just a few to let people get in here first before we really get started. But have you ever done casting before? Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Yep. Twitch said first up, Hanamura Ninjas and Apex Predators. I was looking at the like the poll that was done, and it looks like 56% of people think that Apex Predators is going to win uh, this matchup. So I mean, it looks like they got the slight advantage as far as what it is. Very slight. Oh yeah. I mean, not as late as Vanquish and Saints or MSBH and HCB. Both of those are 50-50, but we got a lot of pretty close matches, I think, today um, coming up here. But yeah, now we are, we got some people starting to roll in here, so welcome. This is what, week 3, I think, of season 3 of the Amateur Gamers League. We've had a week off last week, so we're a little bit discombobulated about which week we are in here. But first matchup is going to be, like we were saying, between Hanamura Ninjas and Apex Predators here. Uh, we should be getting things started pretty shortly, but first off, you want to go ahead, Maza, and like take a look at some of the members of these teams, and talk about what they play, what their ranks are, and where you think they're gonna fit in. Oh, yeah, okay, make sure that. It's okay. Go to the party, and then in party settings, it is allow your voice to be shared, and just go always allow.
There you go.
But yeah, if you want to just go ahead and start with Hanamura Ninjas, read out what each person plays and what their ranks are and stuff like that. What kind of roles they're going to be filling.
I don't think I'm being loaded in right now. It's like,
Oh, has you in the lobby here for me. Um, all right, but yeah, in the meantime, I'll get started. I'll read Apex Predators here. Starting out with I believe their captain, Locked Up for Life. He is also, he's been helping run our pugs in the past as well. So Locked, a valuable member of this community, and he is most likely going to be playing DPS, I would believe, for this squad. Most of his time is on the Tracer, Soldier 76, and a lot of time on Junkrat as well. So be expecting to see those 3 heroes. Locked able to fill a lot of different roles here, though. So Locke's probably going to be playing that main DPS role, and then helping him out on the support, I believe, is going to be a quad feed. Most of his time this season has been on Lucio, but I mean, a lot of time on main tank in the past as well. So quad feed bringing a couple of different potential roles to this
yeah,
roster.
very much a flex player from the quad
Yep.
feed.
Then on to a veteran who looks to be a little bit less flexible, a lot more time on Mercy than anything else, but is probably be filling the main support role with the
Mercy
Moira
main,
in
by the
there as
way.
well. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then Akpo, Another support here for this squad. A lot of time on Zenyatta and Moira. So I think we're going to see Akpo and Veteran on the supports, and then Quad Feed probably be playing the main tank. But then we'll look at Godsky. Godsky, it looks like the other half of this DPS duo. A lot of time on Genji in some past seasons, McCree, Widowmaker even. So can fill out that tracer role, but looks to be the kind of utility DPS for this Apex Predator squad. And then last but not least, Lone Pup. Lone Pup probably going to be playing that off tank given what we've seen so far, but it looks like they've got a lot of time on a lot of different heroes. Could really fill any role for this team. Got time on Pharah, Tracer, D.Va, and Roadhog are some big ones. So I think Lone Pup is probably going to be playing the off-tank role, but Apex Predator has a lot of flexibility. So if you want to take a look at Hanamura Ninjas and let us know what you see over there.
In the form of Kale KG2. We are looking at a main tank role. Can also look to the off tank, but does play D.Va. Looking at probably Reinhardt Winston for Kale KG. Then Shirley, or Sherlives, whatever you want to go by. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We're looking at DPS player. So I guess plays the Tracer, plays the Genji, plays the Soldier. Very good for dive. Probably going to see him and Kale KG on the Winston. With Hawk W looking at probably the main support for our Moira, Lucio. Can also play the Zen, so that's always good. And with Sonic, we're also looking at a main tank role, so we're looking at the Reinhardt, D.Va, Roadhog. Very much a tank player. Can also play the Reaper. Again, no Reaper buffs until Tuesday, so those should be fun. What are your thoughts on the Hanamura lineup right now?
Well, I would say that Hawk is someone that may surprise you, has a lot of time on support, but also can very much come in on DPS or even tank roles. So Hawk is actually, I would say, one of the more flexible players in the AGL at large. So pretty excited.
Interesting.
Pretty excited. But yeah, we're gonna be getting things started on Nepal. First stage is gonna be here on the village, and I mean, given what we saw out of the map pools, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Apex Predators running a Pharah here. Lone Pup being able to run that hero. And Pharah can be pretty effective, not particularly on this stage, but on the other two stages here in Nepal. You can see Pharah have a lot of effectiveness. But yeah, we are maybe going to see Brigitte. I'm pretty sure Brigitte is allowed.
Yes, that is one of the stipulations for this tournament. I think the very first tournament to allow Brigitte, actually.
Yep. So, perhaps going to see Kali KG playing Brigitte. He's been playing, a lot of Fortnite lately, so nice that he's been able to get some time in on this new hero. If they decide to stick with that. It looks like we are going to be seeing somewhat of a dive out of Apex Predators. They're going to have locked on Reaper here, being assisted by the Zarya and that speed boost. So, this
and
is
Hanzo on the other side. Be very interesting.
It looks like it's actually going to be Sonic Hedgehog playing the Brigitte, swapping at the last second, but they are going to have that new hero in the mix here.
Running the Reinhardt against Brigitte also sounds very, very questionable. We'll see how that goes out for them. Not working out very good so far, as Godsby on the Hanzo is cleaning up big time.
Yes, so far it is all Apex Predators in the kill feed. Just a lot of damage being done there by Locked Up for Life, blasting through the shields of Hanamura Ninjas, and so they are going to have to reset. Kali trying to get his team back behind the shield here for another push. Quad Feed has the Earth Shatter. He's going to lay it down, but he's not actually going to find anything with
Nice
it.
block
Doesn't
there.
matter, though, because the kills are going to come in anyways. 3 of them in the feed here for Apex Predators. And that's going to be a pretty clean team fight win here.
Now they used the Dragon Strike right there. Lungpup does have the Graviton Charge now. Graviton Surge, rather. Ready to go. So let's see what they combo with that. They do have a Coalescence on tap too. I'm looking at bringing up Sound Barrier.
And, you know, sometimes we do see Coalescence thrown into Graviton. We will see the Graviton come out, and yeah, the Coalescence is going to come in from Akpo, but he's caught in a grab as well, and he's going to be taken down. Zero getting that kill, almost up to a Dragon
Big
Blade,
Pulse Bomb.
but I don't think they're even going to need it. Yeah, that Pulse Bomb finding a kill onto Quad Feed. Now Zero just getting the cleanup here on these last retreating members of Apex Predators, and that's going to be the point flipping over for Hanamura Ninjas, and holding on to 4 ults while they do so. So they're going to be locked and loaded to hold on here for quite some time.
Both teams also have the Sound Barrier on tap, but they are going to have the Dragon Blade and the Hammer Down for Shatter ever. And we're going to use the Vegeta ult for the first time ever, so every team's not going to get extra armor. This is very good to come with the Sound Barrier, actually, allowing everyone to get the armor for sustain, in addition to the barriers.
Over the positioning for a second, giving up a lot of percentage on this point, almost allowing it to flip over, and yeah, it does flip over.
And that
so
is a
Hanamura Ninjas,
C9 right there.
Even though they're winning the fight, it seems, they do lose the point, and Apex Predator is going to build up a little bit of percentage before losing the point again, locked up for life. Smashed on into the wall there, but up to 80% now on the board for Apex Predators.
Yeah, that was a very clean fight win, I think. I mean, they did get up to the point, but the combination of the rally, like against everyone, the extra armor plus the Sound Barrier, allowed them to make sure that when that Sound Barrier ended, they're all going to have armor.
The scatter arrow there, finding the kill onto Fox, and another scatter there, weakening Kali KG, so he's going to be finished off. Godsky putting this scatter arrow to work before it's taken away from him. Now, though, being pursued by the other Shimada brothers, Zero going to get the better of that one, and Fox turning things around. A 2-man pulse bomb there. Zero able to come in and get the cleanup yet again. Hanamura Ninjas holding on now and about to even things up in percentage.
Yeah, they're going to have another Sound Barrier coming in here for extra sustain. We're also going to be looking at another Vegeta ult, so they're going to have a really tough time, you know, losing this point, because there's very tough time for Apex here to come back. Assuming they get those ultimates
online. They do have
online.
the ultimates, though. They've got the grab and the Dragon Strike. That is a huge shard coming in from Kali. Is he going to be able to get the kill, though? He lays down the Earth Shatter, and yes, Zero with the follow-up. No one even able to touch the point for Apex Predators, despite having the grab and the Dragon Strike combo there. No one even able to do anything with it.
I think their positioning was very good on the side of the Hanamura team by not being able to all get caught in that Graviton.
Yeah, that the Graviton was definitely just, you know, too late there. Zero, I think, was even able to. He might have been able to deflect it. It seemed like they, you know, might have been hit with their own grab there. I didn't quite see. I'll have to watch the rebroadcast and see if that does end up getting like one of the plays of the
Well, if that
week
was the
there.
case, that would definitely be probably play of the game where we actually.
In the contention, for sure.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, locked. Switching on to the Tracer here, they're going to go full-on dive for this Sanctum stage. And it looks like the Orisa going to come out from Kali KG. I am very excited to see this. Both teams going to be running the Genji. We're going to see that duel of the swords. Godsky losing this one. Sure Lives helping out there.
Again, staying with the
so it
Vegeta
looks
on
like-
this point.
Oh,
She's
as
going
you
to
say
fall,
that.
though, to locked up.
But Kali KG doing a good job on this Orisa, just maintaining position, making sure that there is a barrier here for his team to retreat behind and just deny this damage. Akpo does find the 1 kill onto Foxbox, but that is going to be it for the side of Apex Predators. They're going to be turned back, and Lone Pup being staggered out slightly there.
Akpo now
Hanamura
switching
Ninjas.
onto the Mercy. And locked up for life going into the first. We are going to see a pharmacy combo coming in here.
Locked, hitting nothing but himself so far with a rocket. He is trying to get into this main door, but I think he's going to have a hard time doing so. You know, Pharah can be very strong here, but not necessarily at pushing in. Godsky, however, finding the kills with 2 of that Dragon Blade.
And they use Sound Barrier too. That's a very effective blade there by Godsky. Right?
Yeah, but the kills now going back the other way. Sure Lives and Flock getting a couple of their own. Kali, it looks like he might be taken down, so slowly but surely, Apex Predators whittling their way in here. But no, Zero has a blade of his own, and he's trying to turn things out. There is a sound barrier to keep the side of Apex Predators up, but I don't know if it's going to work. It's not going to be enough. That shield bash taking down Veteran, and the point flipping, or not flipping over at all. Hanamura Ninjas hold on.
That was a fantastic hold by the Hanamura Ninjas, and we're going to have the clinking over Sound Barrier and Brigitte all again. Let's see if they combo those. They seem to like to.
Godsky has this Dragon Blade. He's going to pop it in this 1v1 just so he can try to survive, but not going to happen. Godsky goes down in an embarrassing fashion. Now Kali KG with the Supercharger as Hanamura Ninjas trying to close things out, locking the door in front of them. And
this
it doesn't look like anyone
positioning. He has to pop the Primal Razor just to get back onto the point.
They are able to touch though. Godsky getting on the Tracer. And now the stall coming in, they might be able to make something of this. But no, Zero's got another Dragon Blade.
That's a huge boot by Hawk.
Locks can't do enough with that Rocket Barrage. And now it's just Godsky. Quad feed coming into stall just a little longer as well. But yeah, Godsky's down, and that's gonna be that. That is Nepal going the way of Hanamura Ninjas in a pretty decisive 2-0.
Yeah, you definitely saw some potential coming out here with Apex. But I think let's just take a look at this great play of the game here by Lone Pup. The first grab. Not even a grab, just a great solid bunch of kills.
Yeah, Zero definitely coming out on top of the, the Genji 1v1 there that came up at the end. Godsky just wasn't really able to do anything on the Genji and wasn't finding the value. But now we're going to go on to Volskaya. Maybe this will work a little better for Apex if they want to run the Pharah. Definitely a little bit more effective here than on the Sanctum. And this is, I would say, a very good map for Junkrat, especially when you get into the second stage. So they might find a little bit more success here, but
yeah, I agree completely. Both with Junkrat, especially on the second stage, as you were saying.
Alright, so Hanamura Ninja is going to be setting up on the defense. And it looks like they're going to be running a Pharah. Zero deciding to play everyone's favorite.
And Sonic
bird.
Staying on the Brigitte, it might seem. No, I don't really know about running the Mercy with her, if we're having the Pharah, because the Pharah is going to demand all these resources, and Brigitte's healing isn't really that great, but we'll see how it goes. Ryan is going to have extra protection though with the Zarya bubbles. I've always had to go with this, and it looks like they are.
I think it's just going to depend on them playing close together and in a kind of brawly way, waiting until the point is engaged on, and then jumping down themselves with the Zarya and the Brigitte. I mean, if you can get a pick like that to start things out, that'll definitely help. Lone Pup is going to be picked off very early on. Callie now going in deep, trying to get this kill onto the Zarya. Gutsguy is going to be picked off. So, Hanamura Ninjas with a pretty decisive first win here.
Yeah, it's just a very sound defense coming through on the first attack here. Landing those direct rocket hits, really doing the damage. Flash damage too.
Yeah, now the regroup coming in here from Apex, they're gonna stick on pretty much what they were running before. I think Locke swapped onto the Tracer, which was the new pick here, but they are going to be trying to flank around the side here again, see if they can get up onto this high ground, but not being allowed to happen just yet. Now, though, Hanamura Ninjas is going to have to give up that space and push down to the low ground, but finding the kill.
Oh, and Zero just booped off Gutsguy.
Yeah, and with both tanks gone here, that is pretty much the end of the fight. I mean, we do see Quad get rezzed right back up, but all that's going to do is feed ult charge, so.
Yeah, Quad feed looking there, just keep on swinging to build that ult charge, really. You know. He knew he was gonna die, that's how that was.
Gutsguy swapping onto the Widowmaker now, Lone Pup onto Roadhog, so a little bit of a role switch coming in here. So Apex Predators not finding what they need so far. That pick onto
But they do get the first pick,
Zero.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely helpful. Gutsguy trying to set up over here and see if he can get in there, but everyone from the side of Hanamura Ninjas now showing so much discipline here, not pushing out from behind the shield. Being forced to commit, though, onto the point. There's the Earth Shatter coming in from Callie. I don't know if he's going to find anything out of it, though. Yeah, Apex Predators are the ones in the feed right now. Gutsguy picking Hawk out of the sky. And, you know, that bird being taken down. Zero up there again. He's going to be down as well. So this is going to be Apex Predators unlocking this first point and starting to move things forward. Gutsguy looking for an angle on the Widowmaker.
Zero staying onto the Pharah here, even though Gutsguy is running the Widow. So probably just going to ult and then swap off. But you know how that goes sometimes. But Locked opening the fight up in a big way. This is a big push now coming in.
Ooh, and Zero being saved there by an armor pack from Brigitte. Very, very clutch. Is going to go down in the end, but yeah, Sonic using that armor pack very effectively to keep the ulting Pharah alive. And as you said,
this is
Zero
good,
swapping onto Genji now, though.
Because you take a look at the ult advantage right now coming in here. And again, another quick pickup. So that fight's basically going to be over right away. But they do have a small ultimate advantage here to go in and make something out of this.
Yeah, we are going to see a huge shatter now coming in from Callie. He finds two with it. Both of the tanks laid down. However, he's going to give his own life for it. Hoping that the rest of his team can follow up right now. Sonic finding the kill on the Gutsguy, but the kills being traded back both ways. However, that very much favors Hanamura Ninjas. They are much closer to their spawn on this defense, so they're going to be
I don't know about that
regrouped
pulse bomb investment at the end. Red fight was already lost and he ended up killing himself with it too. So unless he's swapping off the Tracer, which it does not look like. Now we have to do both support ults online right now. So if they were going to make a push, this would be it.
Cali getting a nice charge though, so he's going to be making it difficult for them to get in through this door, but they blast straight through him, and now nothing to block that Earth Shatter. Sound Barrier coming in as well to try to keep Apex Predators healthy through this fight, but now the Sound Barrier is gone and Zero has his Dragon Blade out. He's trying to see if he can get anything done. Only a quad feed going to fall and going to get rezzed right back up, so still Apex Predators keeping themselves in this fight. The Graviton coming in, though, they might not be able to survive this. Cali finding 2 there, swinging into the Graviton, and yeah, this is looking like it's going to be curtains for this push for Apex Predators. Hanamura Ninjas holding strong.
Yeah, I mean that was a good opportunity. They had it already, at least get a tick, but didn't quite work out for them. Now both teams basically resetting their ult economy here. So we might have a few more skirmishes until another big push is made. Some sort of eco push is going on here.
Locked with the Pulse Bomb. Could look for an opening with that, but you know, is going to throw it in. Does find the pick onto Cali.
Is going to get an opening.
You know, might be enough here. The Zero with another Dragon Blade. This man has been putting these swords to great use, finding kills with them, building them up very quickly as well, and now going to be going after Godsky, just keeping him occupied so he can't do his job.
Yeah, I don't know about running this Reinhardt into the Vegeta. Just the shield bash is just, you know, like a McCree flashbang every 4 seconds, guaranteed to hit, guaranteed to make you stop protecting your teammates behind you. We'll see if Quad Feed swaps up after this, but very questionable pick right now. Maybe he doesn't have much experience playing against Vegeta, and that could be an issue.
I don't know if maybe Apex Predators doesn't have a Brigitte of their own, but you know it can be very effective. And I mean, there is another Shatter landing there from Cali KG. They're not going to be able to push on it as it is out beyond where most of his team can reach. But Hanamura Ninjas now getting a nice initiation there as they do walk through the door. Quad Feed's going to fall. There is a whole hog coming in, but Lone Pup's going to be cut down instead, as it's reflected back in his face.
And look at the armor now on the whole team. No, everyone's getting more armor now. Vegeta cleaning up the kill feed here. And they only have 30 seconds left to make this push work. They're gonna have the Sound Barrier, they're gonna have Earth Shatter, they are gonna have Pulse Bomb. Godsky is still 29% away from a Graviton.
Apex Predators coming in, trying for his last time. There's the Graviton. He's not going to be able to... Oh, okay, he does get the Sound Barrier down, but it's not going to make any difference. Zero slicing and dicing through them with that, yeah, that Graviton helping him out. The Pulse Bomb from Locked Up for Life feels just like a little bit too little too late, and that is going to be a very, very strong defense from Hanamura Ninjas. Now all they got to do is get that first tick on the second point, and you know they're going to be able to take this map and take the series here match.
Yeah, I mean it's looking like Apex didn't have what it took in the end to pull it off. Hopefully we do see this Zenyatta pick coming out on the side of Akipiova or Akpo. As that can definitely help him a lot more with a team that's getting more armor. Looks like we're looking at a very standard dive defense here, except for being Godsky on the soldier.
All right. Yeah, we will see Hanamura Ninjas with their chance now. Locked, setting up in this balcony over here, and try to get a sneaky flank on to start things out. See if it pays off for him. It'll be about making sure he initiates at the right time and doesn't give away his position or his team's ready for it. But it looks like Hanamura Ninjas isn't going to be waiting. They're going to be initiating already. Zero, though, caught out of position, already out of the mech. And that is a big pick. But Akpo as well going to be taken down. So now, without the Zenyatta, a lot less damage available here for this defense. They might be able to do it anyways, though.
Sonic cleaned up with that, also getting the mech and the diva. But now we're gonna reset here. Fox Driver jumps off.
Are we? Am I seeing what? Okay, I am seeing what I think we're seeing. Hanamura Ninjas, we didn't even notice. They're running triple support, triple tank right now. Trying to, you know, I guess run Moira as their main source of DPS, but you know, I think that might be part of the problem we're having. They do have a lot of heals, but their damage is very much lacking right now.
Yeah, I mean, who's the main DPS on this team?
They're really just going to be building up for the ult fights. Kali with a huge charge, giving his own life to save the team from the self-destruct, but it's not going to matter.
And it also DMAX 0. And that's going to be the push right there. Yeah, they have to swap off this triple support thing here. It's not working because, like, who's the main DPS right now on the side of Hanamura, you know? It's like, is it a diva? Is it a Zarya? She's fully charged? You know, there's no Roadhog in this comp.
Yeah, and you know, the Zarya is not really able to stay alive well enough. They used the Brigitte ult there, which I think, you know, if you're running a comp like this, you need to be saving up for the ult fight. And that just isn't happening. That self-destruct being thrown in does find Akpo, and honestly confused how, but it is going to get that kill, so it might be able to open things up. Akpo is going to get resurrected.
He's very close to the trank, so that's probably exactly why. And he does have it now. He's going to pop it right away.
A good call, keeping his team healthy, but now the attack visor coming in from Godsky is going to be mostly eaten up. He's going to be put in a corner by this diva, not going to be fully taken down here, but the kills now coming in for Hanamura Ninjas as he is not able to make it happen with that tac visor. So the pulse bomb on the Kali KG only going to be some grav charge for sure lives. Yeah, Hanamura Ninjas taking this first point now, moving on to the second with the Graviton ready to go. And all they got to do is take this first tick.
Yeah, they could combo the grab and just have Kale start swinging away to build that Earth Shatter. Just see when they pop the Brigitte all here. I'm gonna pop it right away, and the grab.
Oh, just solo grab the Mercy. Holy cow, feels bad. Kali is gonna get that pin onto Quad Feed, who is in Primal Rage, but this Primal not gonna keep him healthy for too long. He is chunked way down and finished off. These kills coming in for Hanamura Ninjas. They take the point, and they take the series.
Support. Somebody clip this, send it to Blizzard. We're looking at a new meta over here, possibly? Question mark?
Triple
Question
support,
mark?
triple tank. Triple support, triple tank. Zero with the play of the game this time. Huge grab here.
And that was through a sound barrier also, was it not?
Yeah. Yeah. Part of it was that he was able to get the first strike in before the sound barrier hit, and so everyone was already weak, and you know they got the shielding, but
look at that though, 73% kill participation for Sonic, absolutely nutty.
They played that around the Brigitte very well. You know, you need to be playing that close knit kind of brawly style, and we saw on their first point defense, you know, they weren't able to hold. But they were waiting until the initiation came onto the point to jump down there and use their brawling superiority to win those fights. You know, it's going to be tough if you try to push into a Ryan, Zarya, and Brigitte combo on the point that's got a soldier up on top, and then I believe at that point they were running Pharah Mercy as well. So it was, it was definitely tough. We're seeing, yeah, Sure Lives with the tactical solo grab. Uh, Solo grabbed the Mercy. Hey, sometimes that's what you got to do.
If
I
that was old
personally,
Mercy, I would be perfectly okay with that. Maybe not
you know,
100%, but up there.
right. I just have PTSD from the Mercy meta, so like even though she's not as good as she once was, seeing her trapped in that graviton is still just such an uplifting feeling for me. But that being said, we are going to be moving on to our next series when we turn back and CF Red. Turn back, one of the top teams I would say in the league, and our fans tend to agree. 62.5% of them saying that they're going to win this matchup against CF Red here, and I gotta say, I kind of agree. Turn back, they've got some of the biggest talent in the league, to say the least. And I know one member of the team actually they're going to be losing soon. So MW3 player. I want to and correct me if I'm wrong. TDT, you probably know. I believe MW3 is from Israel and has to serve 1 year in the military, as it's like a requirement when you are 18 years old. I believe in Israel you have to serve 1 year in the military. So MW3 is going to be taking a year break from playing games in order to go serve his country, and I personally think that's pretty awesome. But unfortunately, Turnback going to be losing one of their most important members in their main tank there. But
Yeah, I think South Koreans have to do that too, which would explain maybe why they're so good at esports. Maybe that year of military really helps them out.
yeah, there there are probably a lot of reasons that the South Koreans are. But I think in general, the American kind of mentality is much more singular, much more individual, and so we see that through our both our sports play and in esports as well. We see a lot more people who are they themselves gifted and perhaps can use those talents with other people well, but when we see Korean sports and esports teams, it is much more about the unit. And it's the thing that like blows me away every time watching the Overwatch League, watching some of these Korean teams, because they're just able to understand the game on a level where say New York Excelsior, they might have a game where Sabiolbi isn't absolutely popping off on Tracer, but the rest of the team is just so mechanically good and so disciplined and just playing the game correctly that it doesn't necessarily matter if they're not having those all-star performances. And so I think that's one of the things that has been impressive about seeing from a lot of these teams.
I don't think Jonak has had a single game where he looked off, but he's Jonak
That's
though.
very
So
true.
He's not even human.
That's also
They
very
say
true.
Sinatra's an alien. I think Jonak's out of this world.
But we have CF Red in here. If you want to go ahead and introduce them while we're waiting on Turnback, I can talk about Turnback when they get in
All
here.
right, so Milkman probably wishes he was part of the Philadelphia Fusion. He plays a lot of Junkrat and Tracer and Soldier and Pharah, so we're looking at big-time DPS player here with Milkman. Actually in China, they use the term, I think it's Milk Mom for healers, which is kind of interesting. Filled with Luck, he's going to be playing the Reinhardt most likely. Big-time Reinhardt main, GM player. Killer gonna be playing Genji, Junkrat, Zarya. So we do see a lot of the DPS players play Zarya from time to time, like Effect. So that's a good hero to have in your pool. Um, some of these names, man, I don't know. Weimervow, let's go with that. Tracer, Soldier,
Oh,
Genji.
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous?
No, you see his name. His name is I'm nervous with little eyeballs
Oh,
on the side of it.
oh,
He's got two
that's
nervous
interesting.
faces and then I'm nervous in the middle of it.
That's very creative. Good for him.
Very creative.
Sammy Boy gonna be playing Zenyatta Lucio, most likely. That's a support role. And Magical Jog. The Moira Lucio's in, so probably the Moira will come into play here. And I don't know how often these guys have been practicing Brigitte, but that will be interesting to see if she gets played at all in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I know, these teams are always constantly scrimming each other and trying new things, playing new maps, playing new heroes and stuff. So I would imagine that, um, I know, especially Turnback, I would imagine has been playing with Brigitte, but it's just unfortunate. I think Blizzard did the community and themselves kind of a disservice by making it take so long before Brigitte was released into competitive, because it's just kind of tough to see how she impacts the meta really, when you're only able to see her in these types of situations and in quick play. It is not necessarily something that is fully developed yet, and I think a lot of people, until they can really put the time in on the ladder, it's gonna be a while before they really figure out how Brigitte is gonna be played in this team setting.
Well, I mean, Joe Kaplan did say she would be meta changing what we saw last game with the triple support, triple tango. It's definitely meta changing to say the
Definitely.
least.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I did see some people kind of projecting that triple support could be a more viable thing with just, yeah, I think the raw heals of the Moira, along with the damage that she can do, the speed boost out of Lucio, along with the sound barrier from time to time, and then of course, Brigitte putting out the constant crowd control. I think, like we saw, if you play around the ult fight, you can make it very effective. You can do a lot with it. It's, I think, not the best composition to be trying to play in a fraggy way, and so we probably wouldn't see it be that successful on King of the Hill. But I think they ran it in a place where it is going to be very viable, and maybe we'll see it in the future. Maybe we'll see it in the OWL in the future once they allow Brigitte in.
Potentially, that'll be stage 4. Yeah, I just think she's interesting. I do think she might get a little bit of a nerf with her shield bash having a bigger cooldown, but we'll have to wait and see about that. I just think
Yeah.
4 seconds for basically a McCree flashbang, the
Is it
equivalent
four? I
is.
thought it was
I believe
6.
it's either way. That's it's very quick
Yeah,
for the value
when
you
McCree's
get out of it.
flashbang is 10 seconds, right?
Uh, I do believe so. That sounds about right.
And yeah, and I remember when Roadhog's hook was 6 seconds, and it was like, are you kidding me? Like an insta kill every 6 seconds? Like that's
Yeah, I
ah,
do wish that
so
would be
good.
reverted back right now,
Oh
though.
man. Yeah, I mean, I kind of was under the impression. I think all of the changes they've made to Roadhog have put him in a really good spot now. But when they had just changed the cooldown and had also changed Hook 2.0 so that it was breaking off a lot more, and you wouldn't have the kind of cheeky hooks that you would get beforehand. I was of the opinion where it's like, either increase the cooldown so that you can't get those ridiculous hooks every 6 seconds, or make it so that you can't get those ridiculous hooks. And they kind of did both. So I thought for a while that Roadhog was like really bad because of the fact that he got hit super hard by the combination of nerfs. But then they did all their tuning to him, and now now he can actually move while he's vaping. Like that was a
Yeah,
huge
I mean,
change, I
he can
think.
tank a Diva Bomb now, which is
Yeah. Oh God,
ridiculous.
that was definitely game changing. But but
But yeah, I
yeah,
just think his damage output now is a bit too low, in my opinion, and really you can't really run him unless you have an Orisa most of the
yeah.
time,
Oh,
and
actually, we've seen on King of the Hill. Actually, we've seen some teams run Roadhog and Diva in the OWL to great effect. So it is
yeah,
something
true. I
that
mean, mainly on
you
King of
can't
the Hill,
see.
if I recall correctly, which is
Yeah,
a
only
different,
on King of the Hill
yeah.
from what I recall. I mean, you kind of need to have a main tank on other game modes, but because of the way King of the Hill works, you can just kind of play the more, like you said, the fraggy kind of play style, where it's just if you can get a pick with the hook, or Diva, I think is one of the best heroes at preventing a pick from happening. It's like you see one of your teammates getting hooked in, and you see a Widowmaker lining up a shot or something like that, you can protect your teammate just by one click of a button. But we are still waiting on turnback. What is going on here?
So are we locked into playing Nepal first?
Yes, I
Okay.
think the map pool is the same thing for every every team. It's gonna be Nepal, Volskaya, and I can't remember what the third map is. Let me check. The problem is with our Discord is that we post things like earlier in the week, and then they just get buried. So I have to like go try to find it, and it's never gonna happen.
Should probably
Never
be
gonna happen.
pinned. It hasn't been.
Yeah.
Here's where Monty and Dolo would talk about, pizza in Korea and how it has weird things on it.
That's true. I unfortunately haven't experienced Korean pizza with the weirdness on it.
With I
You know,
think it's corn is on it, which is just
corn.
corn is on. That's
That's
what's on Korean pizza. Yeah.
well, I mean, I think we can all agree that pineapple on pizza is way more normal than corn on pizza. All right, well, we do have turn back in here though, so we're just jumping straight on into it. Not taking any time to introduce or anything like that. But yeah, turn back. They are our season 2 champions, so they definitely have something to prove here. I guess we're still waiting on a couple members of them to fully load in.
Well,
Rest in
that's a feels
peace.
bad, man.
Major feels bad. Jay is not there somehow. Hmm. Question mark, question mark. All right, we're gonna try to figure this out. Jay and MW3 not able to join the lobby for some reason right now, but
Are they saying anything on Discord about why they can't load in? Or
No, they said something in the Twitch chat, but Jay's saying he can't. Okay, are we okay? We're good now. I hope. I think.
Traveling to Nepal.
Walmart internet connection. Feel bad.
you know, Walmart's a big company. It should be able to afford better internet.
True. True.
Unless we're rolling back that bandwidth.
Well, the joke always used to be, you had the McDonald's internet connection back in my day, and I used to go one further, and you know, you're in the McDonald's parking lot in a van.
You're not in the McDonald's parking lot with McDonald's is in the Walmart. You have one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those McDonald's. Oof, even better than a normal McDonald's. Anyways, I actually, I worked at McDonald's for 3.5 years, and I love that place more than I should probably admit. But on to the task at hand. Looking at what these teams are probably gonna. I don't think Turnbacks is actually gonna run what they're showing right now. But then again, J-Star has come out on the Bastion before in certain situations, so I wouldn't necessarily put it past him. But yeah, that is more what I was expecting. He's come out on Genji. They're going to be running triple tank with the Moira and Lucia for heals. On the other side, also running triple tank, a little bit different composition. They're going to have a Junkrat. So CF Red looking for a little bit more point control here with their composition.
We're taking the DMAC onto basic. With a Flux fragging it right now. And this is going to be the first cap pretty easily here.
Turnback keeping most of their members alive for the time being, but not going to be able to get the positioning that they needed. J-Star does get that kill, though, onto Killer Hayoga, so without that main source of damage, it's going to be somewhat difficult for CF Red to sustain through this next fight. So it's going to be onto Killer to get back here as quickly as possible. J-Star getting close to this Dragon Blade. There's the Coalescence coming in, though. So Magical Jog trying to turn things around for the team. Killer Hayoko returning just in the nick of time with the Riptire. He's taken down, but he takes down EJA. So it does look like CF Red going to be able to hold on here.
Yeah, they should either die on point here or just retreat. This is definitely a lost fight, and we're going to do just that. They do have ults online now to make a push. They are going to have a sound barrier, though, to fight into. But they do have the grab, Genji Blade, potentially.
A big grab thrown in, as well as an Earth Shatter, though. MW3 not finding anything, but J-Star finds it. He's got 3 with that blade. 4 ults are going to be used there by Turnback, though, so a little bit of an overcommitment, to say the least, in order to take that point. It's just going to be Vizek holding on to his self-destruct. But, everyone else for Turnback just throwing their ults in for that one fight now. And
they are close to sound barrier, though, which they're going to need that for Sunny Boys grab.
Just 10% away, looking to get it up before the Graviton comes in. Vizek does find the pick with that self-destruct. So it might be enough for them to hold it.
That's a big kill also. I don't need to invest sound barrier now. There should be a one.
With the Earth Shatter, looking like he isn't going to be using it just yet. Getting the charge onto MW3, but no damage done there. As MW3 comes off just at the end of the charge. CF Red pushed back in the spawn, but they are building up ultimates. They've got 4 on the board now. To the 1 available, Delion has the sound barrier, but that's it for Turnback.
They might end up using grab and using Earth Shatter immediately to cancel out that Sound barrier.
Filled with luck, pushing forward, looking for this Earth Shatter possibly, but no, it's gonna be the grab and the Coalescence finding 2 here for CF Red. They have a definite advantage now. Vazik out of the mech. That sound barrier from Delion did get used, but it actually was not able to actually save anyone's life. So Delion going to fall. It's just a little bit of stall now for turn back. They do give up the point, but they have the advantage still, 70% and counting for CF Red. They still have to hold this for probably one more fight, and turn back can push in here. They're coming up on another couple of ults here and about to have 5 across the board ready to go. So Turnback may be able to take it right here if they can survive this Riptire. The Tire just flying around looking for someone, doesn't find anyone there. So now they're going to push forward. EJA getting very close to this Graviton. All he needs to do is get it, but no! There's a huge shatter from Filled with Luck. He held on to it. The self-destruct thrown in from Vazik, though, finds 2. CF Red trying desperately to hold on, but it's going to be a Dragon Blade now from J-Star. Is he going to be able to find the kills with it? Yes! 1 onto Filled with Luck, and that might make the difference. CF Red falling
they need to just
slowly
die on
and surely
point right
here.
away, build up the ults, and then just go back for one last fight here.
Sammy Boy, 85% on his Graviton, but they have 10 seconds left to get in here. They had some members die pretty late. They're not going to give him any amount of charge there. So he's going to get on at this point. He's not going to have a bubble to keep himself healthy. A couple of kills already coming in right now for Turnback. Another Graviton for EJA, who just got so much charge in that last fight. And that is going to be it. Turnback taking this first stage here of Village on Nepal. Very, very strong Zarya play out of EJA at the end.
Yeah, that was good not to allow Sammy Boy to get that charge, to get the grab on his side, and basically finish it off. So a good back and forth first map here, first stage between both teams. Very impressive a DPS by Jay, for sure.
Yeah, taking a lot of pressure there, being the solo DPS for his squad, but handling that pressure very well. CF Red gonna make some swaps. McMahon is onto the Reaper, and Killer is on Pharah here. So,
and we are seeing a triple support come out.
Really, and here, yeah, here it is. Triple support gonna be run here on King of the Hill, so they're trying to prove me wrong for what I said before. However, J-Star going to be hit very hard by McMahon and taken down. Vazik finding the kill onto Luck, though. It's going to be the DPS for CF Red trying to do the work, but not able to keep up with the kills coming in from Turnback. And Turnback with the tanks, with the supports, they're able to get the positioning on the point and start building up their percentage here. And maybe I was wrong. Maybe this can work on King of the Hill as well.
Well, now we're seeing Milkman onto the Junkrat, so they are going to be running the Junkrat into the triple tank, which is a pretty good thing to do.
Yeah, now no speed boost. Oh, what a huge stun there! But CF Red getting the kills now with their DPS coming in.
The Junkrat passive taking out Basic too.
Vazik able to find a couple, but not quite enough. Holy cow!
Flip that over, yeah. The Junkrat just does too much damage against triple tank. Just completely disrupts them with the mine too.
We do see ultimates coming on board here for Turnback. The Coalescence and the Earthshatter going to be used already, but Delion going to be taken out first again. And without the speed boost, this composition that Turnback is running is going to have a very difficult time. They do force out the Graviton from the side of CF Red, so one ultimate coming out here but they use 2 of theirs, and so it's not really, you know, a beneficial fight for them, as they're gonna have to regroup and continue trying to build up the ult charge and get an advantage. J-Star coming up on the Graviton, that is a very important ultimate. So having that will be big, but there now the Riptire coming in. Oh, and the EJA being found with a tire.
And he got taken out before they could engage with a rally either. I think normally what you want to see is teams use the rally, build up that armor for a bit, and then engage. Not to be able to do that, and this is looking like it could be a lost fight here again with another big sound, for Shatter.
Delion using that sound barrier for some reason. Now the rally being used as well, as Zeke is out of the mech and J-Star is taken down. So not the time that you want to be using either of those ultimates when, you know, you have a tank going down. The sound barrier is going to benefit a tank very well, and rally is, you know, like any of these support ults are going to benefit a tank the most. Very, very questionable ult management coming in right now from Turnback. Delion going to have to try to touch the point here for his team. 97% on the board. He is going to be able to get onto the point, but Fear the Best already going to fall. And are they even going to get any kills with this Graviton? I don't know. The damage coming in right now from Nickman, very strong. And it looks like that is going to be CF Red taking this point.
Yeah, just too much damage. Like, they ran the triple support comp way too much into that Junkrat pick. And that was just complete suicide, really. Should have probably swapped off the second that Junkrat came out.
As we say that, though, J-Star is able to come in and get the kill onto the Junkrat. So, you know, a couple of members of Turnback are staying alive. They've got the Coalescence on the point, but J-Star very, very low. He's, I would say, this team's last hope. I don't know if there's anything that they're going to be able to do here. But they are just really having a hard time focusing down here for the side of CF Red. The Zeke is going to be taken down, EJA taken down, and now the focus is on to J-Star. He's doing everything he can, 14 health in a dream, but...
That monkey's in a trap, that is just the worst feeling if you're a Winston and you're caught in a trap.
Okay,
but yeah, Nickman has had a lot of really effective traps in this round. Getting at least 2 final blows with it, and then again, they're on the Winston, allowing his team to just clean up.
Alright, we see the Sanctum compositions coming out now. Both teams going to be running the Orisa here. Definitely a strong map for Orisa. Surprised Turnback's not going to run any Junkrat of their own here. Definitely a strong map for Junkrat as well. So.
Yeah, along with the Roadhog, we're looking at a big shield break potential here. Compared to running the Tracer and the McCree, which doesn't have as much shield break. I mean, this is going to be... We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Turnback's comp is trying to get around the shield, which may be difficult with his Orisa. EJA on the backlines right now, just trying to get the team turned around, looking at him. But Delion going to be the first to fall. And again, no speed boost. Oh, EJA
yeah, this is just insane
scrap.
amounts of damage coming in here with the Junker, with the Pharah, with the Orisa, with the Roadhog. And the damage boost on top of that with the Mercy. It's just absolutely nutty, and they're gonna probably take this first cap.
Yeah, Vizeke gonna be out of the mech there. Nothing that he can really do on D.Va without that mech, but slowly but surely Turnback losing this fight. I mean, they should probably just jump off and regroup at this point. They've already lost the point, and now it's just longer that it's gonna take for them to regroup. EJA.
They need to consider some roster swaps here, but they're not going to be able to take this point at all if the comp they're running.
Yeah, and just the spam coming in here from the side of CF Red is going to be way too strong for them really even to get through the door.
Roadhog Orisa is already massively strong, and now you're looking at this damage boost, like just all this coming at them. I don't think an Orisa shield is going to hold up on the side. Over
I
Winston
think
level router.
they need something that can initiate faster than what they've got right now. J-Star and now EJA swapping onto Soldier, so they're doubling down on this kind of like slow, methodical playstyle, and it's just not working for them so far. EJA finds 2, but
And they use the
that's gonna be
supercharger
it.
route. I think you had Killer being damage boosted by the Mercy and the supercharger with the barrage, and that is just an insane amount of damage.
Now Turnback coming in though, they've got a couple of ults working on 2 more. Pretty close to the Deadeye for J-Star, but now, this Riptire and a trap onto Fear the Best. Riptire does find EJA, but the other kills are coming in regardless. J-Star getting the kill onto Pharah. That's really all that he needs to do, but Zeke going to be sent down into the pit, and this is just complete domination right now out of CF Red.
This is
Turnback
domination, this is annihilation, this is destruction, this is oblivion, this is absolutely insane. There's not enough damage to take out this comp, it's just...
Deadeye from J-Star is met with nothing but disappointment there, and yeah, that's going to be CF Red taking this first map of this matchup here, and I would say, surprisingly to me, J-Star with a definite strong performance in this first stage, but the CF Red found the answer.
Yeah, just... They have to find a way to work around that spam comp, that was just way too much.
But now Volskaya going to be the next map here. Turnback looking for a chance to turn back the series in their favor. It's in my contract. I have to.
What's that song there? If you could turn back time?
Yes. That's what they're named after, I think.
No, I haven't seen the Sombra at all today, so interesting if Magical plays it here.
I might need this later. Translocating. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Be right back.
All right. Well, on the defense, it looks like Turnback going to be running a defensive dive here. Trying to just go with the meta, go with what they're good at. But on the offense, Quad Tank coming in with the Lucio Moira. This Wambulance, as we have heard it called, can be very, very strong against the dive. But if the dive is able to get onto the Moira and Lucio quickly, they're going to be able to come out on top. They do. The Z getting in very deep. Lucio taken out. Nerve losing her life, and that's going to be, Fear, though, taken out. So far, very even as the supports are traded. Magical, though, going down, leaving this offense without their much-needed healing. So it should be enough for the DPS here for Turnback to go in, and yeah, the Pulse Bomb being farmed up by EJ very quickly, going to de-suit Sammy and finish that off. McMahon, though, getting that hook, so a lot of really good work being done right now by CF Red to frag out and keep themselves
you
in
have the
this
respawn
fight.
advantage too here.
Well, but J-Star with the Dragon
even though they do
Blade.
clean up,
Yeah, closing the door though, losing both those supports again, and McMahon getting all that point presence off. So it is going
I
to be
think there was
CF
a
Red
time
forced
there
to
where had have
respawn.
backed out, allow their deceased teammates to respawn and come back in. They would have had a decent advantage here, but now it's about even.
Yeah, CF Red getting regrouped, pushing in here again, trying to find the initiation a little better this time. EJA does get taken down there by a nice charge. The Zeke out of the mech as well. So the ultimate's coming in to try to hold things here for Turnback. May not be enough, and yeah, Fear going to be taking down, everyone falling slowly but surely here for Turnback.
And that remake is just going to be more all charge now.
Yeah. This Wambulance does end up rolling over the Turnback defense. And they're going to have to go back to the second point and get ready there. EJA with this Pulse Bomb and MW3 with Primal Rage to
They have the ult here
try
to make this
things
work
out.
though. They are going to have a sound barrier, we're going to have the hammer down.
There's the Pulse Bomb from EJA, finding nothing there. J-Star, though, with the Dragon Blade, getting Magical Jog, that alone
Gets him right before
should
the
be
sound
enough.
barrier comes in too. And now it's just too many kills here. It's about even though, but you don't want to engage
Now we
with
just
that.
need to see Turnback not use any more ults. And there you go, McMahon jumping off. And yeah, but that I think was even too much of an ult investment there out of Turnback, as we saw, you know, on the last stage. They're just not exactly doing what they need to do as far as managing their ults go. And now they're only going to have the Valkyrie. EJA getting close to the Pulse Bomb.
EGA is going to need a big
and then
pulse bomb here
looking
to
at the
end this
other
fight
side,
early.
CF Red with 4 ultimates. And, you know, this is what they're looking for right here. That stick, though.
That was big. That's exactly what they needed. D.Va cleans it up. And that's going to buy them some time here to get their ultimates rolling a bit here.
Just goes to show what the power of one ultimate can be. EJA, the only one who needed to use the ultimate there for Turnback. And helping get that pick onto Filled with Luck was, you know, the domino that knocked all the rest over.
And then he's...
But
This should be a
looking
power of
at
Tracer.
the
He's
board-
already back at 71% for another pulse bomb. That's an
CF
insanely
Red-
quick charging ultimate.
losing that fight very early on meant that they didn't use any of their ultimates in that fight. So now they've got 5 ults. Nervous should be able to get the sound barrier up with just a little bit of healing in this fight. And they're going to be initiating here very quickly. Oh, and yeah, it's working out for them. They are getting all the kills they need. There's the Earthshatter trying to lay down J-Star, deny the value of this Dragon Blade. Not going to get the hit onto him, but at the very least stopping the damage from coming in, and Turnback using all of the resources they could to try to hold on there. Zeke does get the kill onto McMahon, and they are stopping the first tick from going over. So with a couple of kills coming in, Turnback
Another big
might
kill
actually
by
be able to
EGA.
hold this. Yes, they're gonna hold it.
Unbelievable.
That was insane. That was such a good hold there from Turnback. You know, it was a lot of it was the Primal Rage there from MW3, able to delay long enough. You know, J-Star not able to really find much with his Dragon Blade, but he, I think, really just was a distraction. And MW3 coming out at the same time with Primal Rage kept the point stalled just long enough for everyone else to get back. And
Well, that's what you,
Zeke
that's what
picked
you also
off
get
one, EJ picked off one, and the
when you,
snowball
when you
started.
run when you run a Lucio over the Zenyatta. You know that Winston health is not going to go down 30% from what it used to be when he's using Primal Rage. So you're looking at a 1000 HP monkey compared to a 700 HP monkey apparently.
Ooh, a nice flashbang from Killer Hayoka, who's swapped onto the McCree to try to deal with these double flankers, and he himself is being
They do have the sound barrier
pressured
to
very
engage
hard.
here.
But yeah, there is McMahon now on the Pharah as well, so some swaps coming in making a little bit of a difference here for CF Red as they start to get positional advantage on this point. The kills are starting to come in as well, and they have the ultimate, I would think, to close things out. The first tick almost there for them, but Turnback doing a good job of delaying. Finally, a first tick going over.
Yeah, the ultimate advantage is just too strong right now. Unless there's an absolute miracle, they're gonna get this point.
Fear eating the charge there.
If they can get it to under a minute, though, that will give them some hope. Assuming there was a cap of the other team and whatnot.
Yeah, MW3 does find that kill onto Killer Hayoka, and Fear with the Valkyrie now may be able to keep the team healthy. Damage boosting this Dragon Blade is going to be very important. J-Star able to stay alive and able to actually get the kill onto Sammy Boy as well. So Fear doing a lot on this Mercy is going to go down there, but so much stall here from Turnback as they do have Vazik on the point. Vazik is going to lose the mech. J-Star and Delion going down as well. But just this stall has been absolutely huge. As you said, getting it below a minute could be... Oh, but yeah, they do vacate the point for just long enough. And
the
that
good
is
thing,
going
though,
to
is
be...
even if, by getting it to under a minute, even if they cap it in OT, they will get another opportunity.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All I can say is, 2 CP lol, because that is just crazy stall.
It's not as bad as it used to be. I definitely they made some changes a while back where they changed the way defensive spawns work on 2CP, and I think that those were probably my favorite changes they've ever made.
Well, you saw how many people they got onto the point to delay those spawns.
Right. Well, the important thing now, and this is what those changes really, really brought into effect and really increased the skill gap of, is making sure that you challenge with the correct people at the correct time. So we saw, on several different occasions, we saw MW3 or J-Star or EJA being the only people on the point contesting it, and being the one, not allowing the percentage to build up anymore. And, so you don't always need to have a lot of people on the point keeping it contested. You just need one. You just need to, and so you can allow half of your team to die, but as long as you have MW3 and EJA who are going back and forth, alternating which one of them is contesting, you're not going to allow any percentage to build up for quite some time. And they managed to win a few fights that I thought they were going to lose. Just based on good positioning and good contesting.
Yeah, for sure. And knowing the order to come out in for that stall. I know NYXL and OWL, they have a specific strategy for contesting the point. Coming out one by one just to get that delay off.
But now, CF Red on their defense, looks like Killer is going to be running that Sombra you were looking for. They're going to be solo healing, but relying pretty heavily, I would say, on those hacked health packs. So
there is sustain with the Soldier and the Roadhog and the Mercy. But very interesting comp we have coming out here for sure.
On the other side, just the straight up dive being run by Turnback. They are going to be trying to get in, and I'd say, yeah, Junkrat going to be a big target for them. They're being caught out there in not very good position, and Turnback is absolutely rolling over this first point. That is going to be that. Filled with luck. Seeing the writing on the wall, just going to go and jump off into the water. And now Turnback very quickly rolling on to the second point. No ultimate really built up for
they had to reset
team.
their whole ult economy by making a bunch of swaps.
Oh, yeah. Everyone except for Mickman switching here. J-Star, ooh, going to be taken down by a random grenade.
Seemingly
random.
Get the res off here.
But that is a huge res. J-Star with the Dragon Blade up now is going to pull it out onto a poor Lucio in the back. 2 kills coming in. Magical taken down as well. Sammy Boy is down. So we've got 3 kills on the board for Turnback. J-Star trying to finish this off. Just bullying poor Luck in this corner.
McMahon's going to need a miracle tire here.
2 ticks already up here. The contest is going to come in at the last second. The tire not going to be able to make it to the point. McMahon losing that ultimate. Sammy Boy now in the Diva Mech, out of it, taken down by the Pulse Bomb. A lot of work being done right now by the Turnback DPS. We do see,
Killer.
yeah, the Doomfist might be able to find a pick. You know, that is the hope here. But Vazik with another one onto Nerve. Killer Hayoka taken down. And yeah, this is looking like it's going to be Turnback slowly but surely taking this point. Sammy finished off again. Another Pulse Bomb farmed up by EJA to close this out. Nerve shredded there. And that is going to be that. 5:59 left on the board here for Turnback compared to the measly 1 minute. Whew, this is that was a very big turnaround for Turnback.
When you finish with more time than you started with, it's always a good feeling. But we've both been on the same coin for both of those attacks and defense.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Especially on this map, to be honest with you. It's one of my favorites because of that nature of it. It's I think one of the only 2 CP maps other than maybe Horizon that you can reasonably expect to rack up like 6 points on in a pretty normal game. I have had my least favorite game of Overwatch ever was Season 1, back when the coin toss was still in effect and back when multiple heroes were still in effect, and I lost a 7-round competitive game because the enemy team won the coin flip, got to come out on attack at the end, and just came out with 2 Lucios and 4 Zaryas. And there's just never, when there's an unlimited number of Zarya bubbles and speed boosts available, there's just nothing you're gonna do to an attacking team that needs to take 1 point. Anyways, my own salt aside, we are gonna see Turnback running the same dive comp on the defense. Different composition coming in here from CF Red. They're not going with that quad tank, and that might make a difference here.
Did you see the Sombrio here? Already getting a hack off. I missed on who it was.
Ooh. Without that, without the ability to fly, Killer Hayoka falls out of the sky. But yeah, a couple of kills coming in from EJA here. A lot being done by that Sombra. The hack was actually onto Sammy Boy, and getting rid of the ability to use that defense matrix made it very easy for EJA to clean up some of the rest. Now, the attack is going to come in. This is going to be the last chance here for the side of CF Red to take this point. Physique going to be taken down early on. Might give him an opportunity.
And they're getting the frags in here. They do have the EMP available.
J-Star with the blade. Oh. Not going to do enough.
And just like Agility's in and out, their last chance was successful.
Ooh, yeah, EJA gonna be taken down. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, CF Red managing to find their opening, but they're only gonna have 30 seconds here on this last point. Sammy Boy with the self-destruct is gonna be the only ultimate available for it. So, a lot riding on Sammy to find an opening here and find
Killer
a pick.
does need to land those direct rocket hits and get this barrage up ASAP.
Killer going to be bursted down very low, though. Not going to be fully taken out, and he actually does have this rocket barrage available now, so a huge DPS ult, but he's going to be hacked and not going to be able to fly around. Lucky he has his Mercy Pocket still there, but a couple of ultimates being used, and we are in overtime, so now it just needs to clear CF Red off the point.
He dies with the Valkyrie, a big triple kill! coming out, and the DMAC.
That is massive! And off of that, they're probably going to take the point. EJA
Coco, eat your
might be able
heart
to
out.
contest here. Not going to be able to contest as he messed up the translocator. There it is. 4 points here on the board for the side of CF Red.
That was a perfect Diva Bomb. I think the Winston bubble, just, if it was out, it just got destroyed in the nick of time, unless I'm imagining things.
Absolutely huge Diva Bomb there.
Now this is absolutely winnable now. You know, you go from looking very grim to looking, you know, we're not in the worst possible shape here. Just a better defense on point B, and, you know, you could be looking at a win, potentially.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
They are going with the Bastion here, so they want to go with a big enough stall here on point A.
Yeah, what they're really hoping for here is to catch a dive coming in. And, I mean, I think they've got the composition for it. McMahon is literally, you know, as soon as this trap that he has set up on the front here goes down, he's going to just set the trap up right on their back lines. And as he's doing right now, you know, as soon as we see the dive come in, they're just going to try to answer with that. EJA not going to be able to find this flank very easily with this spam damage coming in, but it's actually going to be Sammy Boy taken down very low, removed from the mech here early on, so a lot of that damage denial gone. EJA able to find 2 kills here without the defense matrix available.
EJA
now a
just
third coming in
fragging
as
out
EJA is just
super hard.
going in. This man is absolutely carrying this fight, and that is going to be enough for them to take the first point in almost the same amount of time as they
I
took it
didn't know
last
Effect
time.
played on console. That was absolutely insane.
And yeah, EJA with the pulse bomb now. Only one on his team with the ultimate, but it might be enough as no one on the other side is anywhere even close. Killer
Close to the Valkyrie
swapped
too.
onto a
If they
Reaper.
use that to get the extra damage and the extra health sustain, we're looking at a cap here.
EJA throwing the stick onto Filled with Luck. They get the kill there. The first pick coming in, but Killer getting that pick onto MW3 is going to be pretty big, slowing down this attack just a little bit. Sammy as well. These kills coming in from CF Red are huge, so they might be able to make the stall happen here as they come back out. But of course, losing these members as well, and we are going to see a Valkyrie from Fear the Best sustaining many of the members of this team. So, you know, this is an opportunity still for turn back. But Killer Heoka doing a lot, just getting these picks here and there on the Reaper, and that's really all you need to do on the second pick or second point rather, is just pick one person, you know, every few seconds. They might be able to hold this out here.
They're definitely trying. The Coalescence came in there for more sustain.
Yeah,
And they are gonna
Killer
hold
Heoka.
this one, but that's
Killer Heoka. Absolutely the
only
reason
one
why
tick,
that happened
too.
right there.
only
Absolutely.
one tick. That's really huge.
You know, and that Reaper, that's the reason Reaper can be so strong on these second points, whether you're on attack or defense, is just the ability to get the kill nearly instantly. If you've got the good aim and you can put those Hellfire shotguns in someone's mouth, I mean, it's just going to crunch through any sort of health pool, any sort of healing that they have available to them.
When you need the
And
brawl
now
on the point, Reaper's
Death
the best
Blossom
option.
available. Yeah, what were you saying?
When you need brawl on the point, Reaper is super effective.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We do see Vizik throwing in the self-destruct, but he is
But he's
going to be
gonna
taken
fall.
down. Or we
But
can
the
get
picks
him
do
in the
come
neck.
out here from MW3.
There's the Death Blossom, but he's booped away and then eaten up by the defense matrix. So this is still an opportunity for Turnback, and a huge blade coming in now from J-Star, who's trying to close things out, getting 3 with the sword. And
J-Star's
it looks like it might be
insane.
This primal rage from Filled with Luck, nothing but desperation. He's down. Killer Hayoka though, coming in. Now the sound barrier available for Nerve, not going to be able to get it off in time. 2 ticks going over to Turnback as they're still trying to finish this out. There's the self-destruct from Physique, gets back into the mech. They've still got 2 ticks, are slowly whittling down this defensive side. CF Red with not many more options available to him. Sound barrier coming in for Nerve just to sustain for a little bit longer. But I do not see this going any further here.
They have no more ultimates online. Killer is swapping to Afara of all things now. I'm not going to be able to get back on the point, and that's that.
That is that. A lot of time still left here for Turnback. 2:14 left in their time bank. And they get a last chance. All they got to do is take the first tick on the first point. I see no reason why they can't do that and bring us to a map number 3 here.
No, both times they took the first point extremely quickly. And we're going to need to see a different kind of defense come out here. I wouldn't be surprised if they run the Orisa Junkrat Pharah, the Roadhog again. It works so well for them on Nepal with the Reinhardt instead of the Orisa. So very similar composition to what we saw work for them so well on Sanctum.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Let's just see if this amount of total damage.
Well, my friend Razorcut joining the chat and reminding me that I have to do this. We are affiliated. Y'all can subscribe to the channel to support the the stream, support the league, and everything we put together, all the tourneys and everything. But with that, get things started. Turnback looking for just a tick to try to close things out here on Volskaya, and that pick onto Killer Hayoka going to be big. Trying to get the pick now on a Nerve going down. That is a big source of heals gone. MW3 is going to be caught in a trap and taken out, but it is not going to be any difference made here. Turnback getting the kills, getting the control of the point, and EJ doing a little twirl as this map is going to be going the way of Turnback, and they even things up here 1-1, and we're going to be going on to our third map.
Yeah, I think the really questionable res going from weirded out. On the Vafara didn't make a lot of sense. He got killed off very easily and didn't allow any sustain to come through for his team. And look at that with AGA, man. 69 eliminations, my favorite number. Good job.
All right, our tiebreaker stage is going to be Watchpoint Gibraltar. Go on to the Pure Escort map. Figure things out. And, I'm definitely excited to see how things go here. And I think we're probably going to see, some more Genji, obviously, out of J-Star. But this is also a place where you can see some very strong Reaper play on the first and third points especially. So I would not be surprised to see more Reaper coming in here from Killer Hayoka. Put a lot of work in on that hero last time. So.
And were you expecting a 2-1 for this series?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I was expecting a 2-0 here for Turnback, but You know, I think they maybe underestimated their opponents in that first matchup on Nepal, and you know, now having to kind of fight from the brink a little bit. But you know, coming out on top on that last one, I think they probably have themselves figured out now. I think they're probably gonna end up winning it, but
Yeah, I think on Nepal running that triple support comp was probably the issue.
5, 4,
but they have the chance to you know, redeem themselves now, running the dive pretty much ever since then. Not mixing it up, not doing anything too wonky. See, Killer Hayoka is on the soldier here. Tried to be up on this high ground, but he's going to be knocked off immediately and forced down. CF Red losing that positioning early on, but they're going to be just back up to this server room and try to play on the strong defensive point. Of course, that does allow Turnback the ability to just move forward and set up their engagements, and that's what they're going to do. But MW3 taken down, EJA taken down as well. So CF Red looking like they're going to hold on.
Yeah, McMahon now coming up from that tire just to, you know, delay the upcoming push here. And Killer already has attack fighter, so no ult really.
McMahon almost caught out of position there, but manages to get back to his Moira and helped out. Now the tire going to be able to come in here, see if it finds anything. Yes, finds J-Star on his own in the corner, but he can get res right back up. So
EJ also finds McMahon on the side.
Yeah, that pick is going to be big, but Killer Hayoka now with the Attack Visor has a chance to turn things around, getting 1 week, 2 week. There he is, 2 kills coming in off of that Attack Visor. EJA does get the cleanup there, and now getting the kill onto Magical Jog as well. EJA doing so much work on this Tracer. Finds 2, and now in the backlines here of CF Red, going to be able to just come in and continue harassing, but I don't think enough of the team is there to take advantage. Ooh, still pretty even though. I mean, EJA, yeah, there's the stick. EJA coming in single-handedly again. I mean, we do see the blade coming out and the Primal Rage as well, but I definitely need to say EJA on the Tracer, opening things up with those early picks there, giving his team the ability to come in and clean up at the very end off of his work. And of course, his own Pulse Bomb taking out Phil the Luck on that main tank.
Yeah, but they need someone designated to deal with EGA right now. I think if they had a Killer to swap onto a Tracer and just take that duel, maybe not win it, but at least, you know, occupy his time.
There's a
not going to use the sound barrier here. That was taken out beforehand.
Yeah, that Graviton was all they needed there. They managed to make good use of that ultimate, and now CF Red with a little bit of a chance to get themselves established, especially on this point. You know, it can be very difficult for an attacking team to push in, but here it is again. EJA putting on a show, is going to get that pick, and so now going in deep on the back lines, trying to get onto Killer Hayoka, not going to be able to, but gets him low. Maybe there is a chance for the rest of his team to come in and finish up the work that he started. However, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. J-Star going to have to retreat back. Ooh, caught in a trap, and
he's going to
finished off. Yeah. Bopped in the head.
And EGA takes out McMahon again. He has been killing McMahon all over Watchpoint Gibraltar here.
from afar.
Is going to have an orb thrown in at him. Not going to be able to find anything with that Pulse Bomb, but EJA still here in the backline. Ooh, is going to be taken out by that Retire, though. So it looks like CF Red holding on again. Questionable res coming in from Fear.
The res MWE, he does have the Primal Rage coming up very quickly, and we're just going to back out here.
I guess it does allow MW3 to get a little bit more ult charge there and build it up all the way. Now J-Star almost up to a Dragon Blade as well is going to have that available for this next fight. So
Sammy Boy's going to have the
4
grab,
ults
though.
available, it's going to be up to a big grab, I would say, and attack visor from Killer up on the high ground here.
Not
be able to
necessarily
stop
together.
this. Killer, though, already under pressure. But I don't know if it's going to be coming in onto him fast enough. J-Star is taken down by that Graviton.
And
He's
he was
right
the only
back
one
up,
caught
though.
in that grab, too. That was super questionable. And now, here comes the kills. McMahon taking it out again.
Ooh. Yeah, and the Resurrect was definitely big. Not, even necessary for J-Star to pull out the Dragon Blade. But those dash resets coming in, the initiation has been very strong from Turnback. Ever since that first match, again, I think it's just running the dive. This is what they're comfortable running. This is what they've been successful running in the past. And they tried to get fancy and run the triple support composition. It didn't work out for them, and then they just said, let's just go back to the bread and butter, guys, and it has been working out.
Yeah, again, they were just... No one's dealing with EGA. He's killed McMahon constantly in this round. And, there must be tilted right now. There's an Earthshatter coming out with a sound barrier. And a huge pulse bomb takes out both the fucking pink-haired people.
Yeah, EJA, 5 kills in the feed there. This man is absolutely carrying right now, and
No, McMahon coming out on the Pharah.
this is going to be the last chance that CF Red has. The sound barrier coming out from Nervous very early on, but there is the Dragon Blade waiting for the end of it. J-Star finds one, the self-destruct finding McMahon up in the sky. He cannot avoid it. Magical Jaw going to be taken down mid-coalescence, and with those kills, Turnback in control. Oh, filled, finding nothing with that Earth Shatter, and Turnback capping all 3 points with a minute 24 to spare. They are looking really, really strong right now, and they are
I just
looking like
realized
they
I
might be able
called
to
I'm
take
Nervous,
this.
weirded out earlier on in the stream. I apologize for that. That was really weird. But yeah, complete domination there from a lot of that push by Turnback.
Alright, now swapping sides though. Turnback doesn't look like they're going to change a thing. They are seeing no reason to change things up. CF Red probably not going to be running the Torbjorn on the attack. But you never know.
We do. Oh, okay, yeah. I thought we were gonna have a defensive Torb. Not gonna happen. Wouldn't make a lot of sense anyway.
I wish people would run weird stuff, but they just want to win,
Unless you're Magnechu, probably not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't Torb on Numbani.
It's true. But, you're Mangachu, so you can do pretty much whatever you want.
Against South
All
Korea
right.
though, but
This is going to be Turnback, setting up their dive, looking for their opening, probably waiting until they allow CF Red to come into this server room area. It'll be a lot easier for them to find their dive here. And yeah, EJA going to go in already. MW3 helping him out, getting in as well onto these back lines. No kills coming in just yet, but Vazik taken very, very low. MW3 as well actually is going to be taken down. Killer Hayoka is there to answer the dive coming in and is able to contribute to a couple of kills here. So CF Red with some momentum and, you know, they've got the res out, so might be a chance for them to take this. And yeah, they've got this. Seems tight. It seems one.
Yeah, it was a good initial fight here. I think they're gonna finish point A with more time left than Turnback did, which is, you know, good.
Definitely important. McMahon pushing forward, almost has this rocket barrage. J-Star with his Dragon Blade and Magical Jog with the Sound Bearer. Oh yeah, Vazik getting the self-destruct. Vazik is just so good about farming up self-destruct, constantly putting out damage on this D.Va so that he's able to have it. And it's going to be very important with this Pharah Mercy out there, because self-destruct can be sometimes a guaranteed kill on these two heroes, or at the very least denying a lot of positioning. A huge eat coming in right now from Vazik, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, he did completely block all of that damage from the rocket barrage, but there was just so much damage coming in there from the side of CF Red into that graviton. One defense matrix, not enough to make the difference.
No, especially not the new defense matrix. A little
But,
bit of a
yeah,
contest here
Turnback-
coming out. They do get the kill on the killer.
Oh,
And a huge
Zeke
triple.
with 3. Oh my lord, that is absolutely massive.
At
Now trying to
0.36
finish off
meters,
this
that is
Valkyrie
a feels
Mercy.
bad man and a half.
Oof. Yeah, that was so close to completing, and the stall came in at the absolute last second there. Incredible stop there by Turnback, not allowing that second point to go over. I do question Fear's positioning right now, though. Is going to be able to fly back to her team, but, you know, a little bit scary. EJ up on this high ground, swapping onto the Junkrat. They are going to be running a little bit more of a counter initiation composition, as you know, Phil Good Luck and Sammy have been able to just push forward and brawl very effectively. But the kills coming in from both teams, it looks like it's going to be mostly CF Red in the feed here, as they're starting to take an advantage in this fight. And yeah, there it is. J-Star finds
Unless
one
we
with
get
the
a
Deadeye.
miracle
but-
stall coming out again. It looks like this is going to be the cap. Big
FW3 with the
Earth
Earth
Shadow,
Shadow, though.
and no, they're
Finding
going to clean up.
3.
They completely got me wrong.
There's
That
the
was a
miracle
huge
stall you were talking about. Turnback is just playing lights out right now on this defense. And like I said on Volskaya, just knowing exactly who needs to contest the point and when. You know, they're making sure that it's not their squishies that are getting out there and losing their lives in order to stop point progress. They're giving up a few extra meters here and there in order to make sure that it's one of the tanks. And it is absolutely paying off for them. J-Star now onto the Genji in a 1v1 with Killer Hayoka, trying to keep him off this high ground, denying the positioning for the tack visor for the time being. He's going to fall, but in the meantime, EJA gets 2 kills. And that is all that J-Star needed to do. He didn't even need to win that 1v1, but Killer Hayoka, with the tack visor, was going up on the high ground to try to get positioning for it. And J-Star said, nope, not going to let you do it for free, man. Incredible play coming in from Turnback right now.
Yeah, the ult economy has not swung in either one's favor, really, but it's just been the usage of ults and the value of the ults of Turnback, which is putting them ahead in the stage right now.
Vazik with this self-destruct ready and Fear with the Valkyrie. Killer, the only one for CF Red, but they're just having such a hard time even pushing through this door with the Junkrat spam coming in. Trying to get up on the high ground with the whole team to open things up for Killer. I think is probably going to be their best bet. Now calling in Attack Visor, seeing if they can catch Fear out. Fear is going to be taken down out in the open. Vazik with the self-destruct is going to be taken down before getting back in the mech. And CF Red with the opening, but can they close?
Well, they are going to have a Transcendence to keep him alive. There is a contest coming through.
And it's
We're gonna use
J-Star
that
on
right
the
now.
point with the blade. The Valkyrie coming in from Fear, going to be keeping him healthy. J-Star now getting the benefit, but no, McMahon with 2 with the Rocket Barrage. There are a few kills coming in. J-Star only able to pick up 1 with that blade. That
Tyre's
Riptire
not
from
gonna get
EJA
anything.
finding nothing.
And
yeah.
a bit of an overinvestment there with the Graviton.
E9.
The payload moves with certainty.
As you said, Sammy Boy using that Graviton there when it was pretty much unnecessary. So now, Turnback gonna be, a little bit closer to their ultimates here. The Zeke swapping, of course, onto the Zarya himself for this last stage, so gonna be completely resetting ult charge on that one.
McMahon also on the McCree, trying to deal with EGA and the Tracer.
Ooh, and it's actually Nervous who does it. Some Jonak plays right there. Here's the Attack Visor coming in right now for Killer Hayoka, able to find 1 and help out with the kill onto MW3. And they, are able to get J-Star out here to pick off 2. A sneaky flank from the McCree, finding those kills, but...
Build with Flock going all DPS Reinhardt though. And that should be good enough to get it done. That's something EJ does.
EJA staying alive for the time being. J-Star coming back out, but it might be too little too late here for Turnback. They're trying to stall it out. He gets the kill onto Killer Aoka, so a little bit more stall is possible here, but slowly but surely they're getting cleared off, and yeah, there it is. CF Red capturing all 3 points.
Overall, I think it's been a very close series.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Sky game a bit more one-sided. The Nepal game had its moments, especially the first one on Village.
Yeah, Volskaya was only one-sided on Turnback's attacks, They certainly seem to have that map figured out as far as attacking, but neither team really seemed to have, the first point figured out as far as defense. So, that's definitely something that I think both these teams are going to want to work on. Although, to be honest, if Volskaya has been in the game for as long as it has, and I think that's just a thing in general, there are OWL teams that have garbage Volskaya defenses, so it's not exactly the easiest map to defend the first point on. It's that first point is not that great for the defense. But yeah, both teams here with another chance to go. Turnback with a lot more time to do so. They've got 2:20 in their time bank compared to a minute for CF Red. So CF Red going to be up against a little bit of a challenge here. See what they're able to make happen.
60 seconds remaining. Escort the payload.
Oh, Big Man already taken down low. They were prepared for the Pharah, and they have one of their own. J-Star is going to be providing this air-to-air battle and getting the kill onto Killer there, providing damage to take down Magical. That is going to be a huge opening for Turnback with just a minute on the clock, now down to 30 seconds here as McMahon goes down. There is only going to be about 15-20 seconds here for the side of CF Red to get fully regrouped and established. Luckily, the point is not far from their spawn, so they do have a bit of an advantage here. But Physique with the kill onto McMahon.
Side. That's a tremendously massive kill that are in the Rocket Barrage comes in. Now it's just cleanup time.
J-Star does get taken down, but Red's right back up. Nobody's going to touch the point in the end. And yep, that's going to be it. That is going to be Turnback. all but winning the game. Now they just need to push the payload that, what is it, 27.23 meters?
Not impossible, but it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah, we're going to have to see an incredible defense come in from the side of CF Red. And I mean, they are going to be, looks like, running the Mei. Sammy Boy possibly on the Mei. Looks like they're having some internal debate possibly as Sammy Boy is going back and forth. But no, he is looking like he's going to commit here. And, it is one of the options, I would say. Mei is probably, better off for if you're going to just stall time off the clock, not necessarily for a full hold. But, we really, I think this is going to be looking for, Mei wall value and trying to get a Blizzard quickly. And if they're able to do that, then it's a real possibility. But Turnback, of course, coming out for the surprise factor. It looks like they're going to come out on the Bastion. Yes, EJA.
Yep.
They are not giving their enemies any quarter. They're going to come out and just try to blast their way through here. The Mei wall not going to stand a chance against
Yeah,
that.
the Mei wall should have been used to push the Bastion up, but was used to block off instead. He is going to die, though.
Yeah, that's actually pretty important. Bazik getting that kill, also very important, as it's going to take a long time for Nervous to get back. But getting those kills at the beginning here for CF Red, yeah, I mean, of course you stop the Bastion from getting set up, but now you're forcing EJA to swap off. You're forcing MW3 to swap off. So, changes are being made now, and the ult charge is being built up by CF Red. Magical Jog with the Coalescence as well is going to call it in already. Keep the team healthy. Is being
This is a
pressured
pretty good
by
use of Coalescence
J-Star.
here.
J-Star throws in the Pulse Bomb. Finds two with it.
Wow.
Absolutely huge Pulse Bomb after getting a kill onto Killer Heoka. And this is the J-Star show here, taking over for the Tracer role for his friend EJA. And breaking open this defense for the time being. Sammy Boy just barely getting away with his life, but EJA there to finish off the job. We do see some members of CF Red coming back with a chance to stall. They get onto the point just in time. Kilareko losing his life. This might be it. And yep,
Yeah, I'm
turn
surprised we
back,
didn't
getting
see
the kills.
any swaps.
Rocket Barrage coming in. Turn back, closing it out. GG. Very, very good
Agreed.
play from Turnback. I mean, both teams, like you said, this was a really close series. But Turnback, I just got their discipline. They came together. Really, they came together at the end. Their coordination really stepped up in the last couple of maps, and I'm impressed.
Beautiful tracking. We got to give some props for the last defense, though. Having to defend with only 2 minutes 20 seconds left, and making it as close as they did. There's a little heart being shown, and the Mei pick wasn't that bad.
No, it definitely helped out. I agree with your initial response that they should have tried to use it to, block put the Bastion up from behind the shield. But I think instead what they did was just take advantage of the separation it caused. You put the damage of the Bastion behind and the tanks in front of it and just focus on the tanks. But yeah, coming up next in next 5-10 minutes or so, we're gonna have, let's see, Tactical Extreme versus Rebel Esports coming up next. So I think we might. Oh no, we're a little bit behind schedule. Oh no. I'm gonna take a quick break to go to the bathroom real quick. If you wanna, tell funny jokes and entertain people, feel free to do so. Oh, before I go though, I am gonna remind everyone, one very easy way that you can support everything we're doing here is by clicking on that subscribe button. You may even have a Twitch Prime sub available right now and not even know it. Go ahead and click on it and see. If you're just lurking and watching, you can make your own Twitch account and you're going to be able to get that Twitch Prime trial sub for free. If you've got Amazon Prime, you can connect it to Twitch. If your parents have it and they're not using it for Twitch, you can get a free sub every month, which I encourage you to use for us. Oh no, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Okay, well, you're big pressure, all right? Big pressure.
Traveling to Nepal.
Does he know I'm not here? Alright, so we're going into Nepal. Nepal first. Gonna be Sanctum. So you see this comp here with a Junkrat, the Roadhog, Soldier, and the Orisa. It's a very good comp. Throwing against the shield break. If we see a Torbjorn attack here, I'll actually do something crazy on stream. You can vote on it. Alright, so both teams are going to be running a Junkrat here with the Orisa. McCree against Soldier also. Soldier probably has a bit more of a shield break with the Helix Rocket, but Jack's hitting in a good halt on. And a fantastic hook there by K7. It's gonna be first cap here coming out. Pretty convincing fashion too.
You got a lot to learn.
Oh, you hear that?
So Sendo looking with the Riptire, gonna be online. Mr. X gonna have the Valkyrie. No other really ultimates online here for either team. The Halt finds absolutely no one. And we're just gonna back out, try to go down the side here, flank. You can tell I do color commentary, not main commentary. The Halt's gonna find two. That's a fantastically massive Halt by Jax. And trying to go for a bit of extra stall here to get more percentage up. But that's gonna be the cap. He's swapping over. 61% built up already.
Rebel Esports. Building up percentage, it seems, but now Attack Extreme turn things around. They've got the ults to hold on here for quite some time as well.
There's been some nice ults already in this matchup with some environmental kills.
Jack getting the better of that Orisa 1v1. Now we're going to see the Transcendence coming in here from Taz. Keeping
Matt
his team
hit a
healthy
fantastically big hook there, getting the environmental kill.
Ooh, Taz pursuing those kills, the bloodthirsty support play. And Tac Extreme holding on for now. They are about to even the scores here on the scoreboard, coming up to 60% on the board. And continuing to hold on. They've got a few ults ready, and Jordan Oran about to have his ult, and that supercharger coming in, getting that Death Blossom powered up very quickly.
Yeah, this fight's done. We're not going to engage any more players here with a supercharger out. We already lost 2 people.
Had a chance.
Well, that's a good move, you know, definitely a good move. We are going to see a Riptire coming out here from Dominated as they come up on 90% now on the board. Sendo finding the kill, though, onto that Riptire. So now using his own tire, hoping to have a little bit more success with it. But no, his is going to be taken down, too. No tires allowed. Matt is going
Honestly,
on
I'm
a
tired of seeing
flank, and
tires.
that's going to be a successful flank.
The whole Hog's gonna take down Jack too. Lots of environmental kills this round.
K7 though caught a little bit out of position, almost finished off there by that Zenyatta. It's like if you get caught out by a Zenyatta, it's almost the scariest thing. They just get discorded and shredded before you even get a chance to react. K7 almost losing his life there, but now we're going to see Tac Extreme initiating. They've got the whole hog and the Transcendence. So coming out from this small room, triggering the Transcendence just a little bit too late, I think, could make the difference. Mr. X is going to go down, though. And now the Discord going out onto Salsa is going to help them take that kill as well. So Tac Extreme with the advantage. King Killer AJ is on this high ground trying his best, but he's going to be taken down now. So 99.99 flipping over to the side of Tac Extreme, and they are going to take this first point.
Overall, a very back and forth first point. Lots of fun to watch. The dueling Riptires, fantastic. Lots of environmental kills, as I was saying. So both teams looking fairly even so far. Now we didn't get your predictions before the match started. But what's your Oh, but wait, what were people saying? Who's going to win this one?
I actually, I having not seen either of these teams play yet, I have no real predictions myself. However,
We
our
have that in common.
fans were predicting that Tac Extreme was going to come out on top. 56.3% of them saying that. So, I do know one member of this lobby, and that is Jordan Orand. I've played on a team with Jordan before, so I know very capable support play coming from Jordan. So, Tac Extreme, I think I might have to agree that they do have a bit of an advantage here, but it seems pretty evenly matched so far.
Salsa Boy going to take out ENG. The first 2 picks coming in here. Unlike the cinematic, Reaper does counter Monkey.
Yeah, and that is going to be Rebel Esports taking this first control of the point. Didn't really have to do too much, but getting those couple of picks, able to push this enemy team back. Now Tac Extreme trying to re-engage. Knight on the Sphera trying to get in over the top and find an opening, but not able to find the damage before Jack is taken down. Matt falling out of the mech as well, so
they do give them some
like
point presence, but not enough. And Knight probably going to swap up the far after that barrage.
Oh, Taz almost able to get the kill onto the soldier. Gets the kill. Taz winning the 1v1. I'm sorry. That's enough. That's all I needed to see.
That's the game right there.
That's the game right there.
So Knight now swapping onto the McCree. They're gonna have a pulse bomb here to probably open up this fight.
The Valkyrie coming in from Taz to start things out as well, trying to keep the team healthy as they initiate here. The sound barrier coming in though as well. It seems like it might be a little bit of an overinvestment. Two of them coming in, but Sendo with that Death Blossom not finding anything. Definitely going to be helping out the opposing team with that one. And with that, it does look like it's going to be the side Attack Extreme able to take this point back.
Yeah, very, very lucky that they got off here with their lives instead of being staggered even more. But they are in a pretty good spot. I mean, look at these ults here with K7, with the Graviton. We're gonna have the Earth Shatter also.
Now with no Diva in the neck, Graviton can come in, but the Deadeye came in beforehand. It doesn't matter, the Graviton was too fat, picking up 4 inside of it. And K7 able to help carry that fight out for the team. Just going to allow 35% on the board here for Attack Extreme before taking the point back. And
Knight swaps onto the Sombra here just for they get back on the point quicker.
Just a few seconds left that they need to hold. They do manage to get on the point here. Attack Extreme forcing the overtime. But the Coalescence coming in, putting out a lot of healing. And now Matt out of the mag, the Attack Visor coming in from King Killer, gonna put out a lot of damage. And now they just need to get the focus fire in, and they should be able to take this.
And they're gonna manage to find 2 picks here. They could take this. The Hackham's out now. And they're going to take over this point. So with 35% left, they cannot lose another team fight though. But Knight, who probably got back to the point just to swap to the Sombras for that speed element, was going to have EMP this fight.
Holy cow, I had to get up to run to the door real quick, and things completely changed. Now we've got Attack Extreme in control. They are going to use that EMP.
Big EMP coming out. Absolutely
yeah,
massive.
Massive. Jack finishing off the kill on the King Kill AJ, and definitely a surprise to come back from the door. You know, Attack Extreme in control of the point. Now they have a bit of an advantage up until K7 gets that Graviton, I would say.
Both teams
Jack
are going to have sound barriers, most likely. And that's a big kill.
Yeah. Taken out. Death Blossom coming in from Sendo, but I don't think it's going to find anything. Jack popping the Primal Rage to save his life, and just in the nick of time, just going to be batting around this Zarya, trying to deny Seven the ability to even use the Graviton. Yeah, not going to be able to. Probably should have used it there just before he died, but...
The Earth Shatter comes out, he's going to get hacked, and a brilliant Transcendence follow-up now.
And that is a huge turnaround here from Attack Extreme, who looking like they're going to be able to take this. And yep, there it is.
Even though it was 2-0 on Nepal, those were 2 incredibly close maps. Really wish we had seen a third one. And you see Taz there with Jonak, Zenyatta skin. It was a nice double. The halt. Oh yeah. Shades of X2C and the Hulktastic Cup. And yeah, whenever you're a Zenyatta and you only play 2 rounds and you have 8,000 healing, that's what signs you're a good Zenyatta.
Yeah, you know, it's not
they were long rounds, mind
to
you,
pump out that healing, but definitely some good healing and some good damage being pumped out there. But yeah, we are not going to be going to watch.
You see the synergy here by Tech with everyone using the Valiant skin, and then you have Knight with New York, so bit of an outcast maybe.
We're not going to be going to Watch Party Gibraltar next. We're going to be going to Volskaya next.
Have we seen Shrine yet today? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think we've gone all 3 stages in the fall. That was our first time seeing Shrine because I think we've had Village Sanctum both other times.
That is correct.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
Alright, we are here on Volskaya. Our last Volskaya was pretty epic. Let's let's hope we can see some more of the same this time.
Looks like I'm running a Sombra defense here. Best being dive.
В гостях хорошо, а дома лучше.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Enough waiting around. Let's get out there.
Try not to get yourselves killed out there. It's me.
5, 4,
Ай,
3,
блин, как же ты,
1. Attackers incoming.
All right, attacking starting here for Rebel Esports. They are definitely going to be looking for a chance to set the stage here pretty quickly. Triple tank being run. King Killer AJ going to be the sole DPS for this team. Putting a lot of responsibility in his hands, but setting up immediately on this high ground so that the soldier can get to work. Definitely going to be a smart choice. We'll see how these teams decide to initiate here. Very good job by TAC Extreme so far of not showing themselves until they need to.
Oh, it's a big
Matt
environmental
getting
kill
that
on
move.
Mistrix.
Yeah. Very huge. But the first tick going to be allowed to go over here. Rebel Esports just getting on the point. So despite the kills coming in, you know, Rebel walking away not exactly empty-handed.
No, I mean getting the tick is definitely be nice in next attack, but I would give it up any day of the week. It meant winning the overall fight. So no swaps coming through. I'm running the same thing here.
Yeah, they're just gonna try to get set up on the point again and force the initiation this time. I think they know that like when they get into these brawls, they have the bit of the advantage, but Salsa is gonna be taken down.
They do have the EMPL, so we're gonna use the Trank here for some sustain. And we don't even need to use the... So we are gonna use it. But they timed that perfectly because what happened was they used the sound barrier and that EMP got rid of all those shields.
Yep. Took them all away, and the damage was there to follow up. Right now, Attack Extreme is just playing incredibly disciplined on this defense. They are just holding their positioning really well, engaging at the right times. You can tell that their team comms are just very clean right now and very focused.
Sendo going into the Pharah now, so we're going to run out of Far Mercy. But Far Mercy into a Soldier, a Sombra, a Zenyatta, and a D.Va. We'll see how it goes.
Definitely a risky choice, to say the least, but again, trying to get set up on this point is Rebel Esports. A nice rocket from Sendo almost takes out Dominated, but
A hack
I don't
came
think
in
he's
on the
able to
south
it
side.
now.
He was focused down very hard. He had the hammer down.
We see Attack Extreme holding on here still. No more progress being made other than that first point, so
60 seconds remaining.
Rebel Esports now with a minute to try to finish things out here on this first point.
If we
Otherwise,
were going to
they
do
are
it now,
going
is definitely
in
the
trouble.
time. But we're going to have that grab. We're going to have the hammer down. We're going to have attack visor.
Now, Rebel coming in though with probably their best possible push. K7 with the Graviton, Killer with the Attack Visor, and the Earth Shatter for Salsa Boy, all available. But they've got to find the initiation. They've got to find the actual opportunity to do it. Salsa lays down one with his Earth Shatter, actually finds the kill onto Jack, but there is the EMP to stop this attack in its tracks. 2 kills coming in right now from the defense, and Jack going to be picked right back up. There's the Graviton, though, from K7. That's going to be their last best possible shot. And that's going to be it. I mean, Dominated with the Attack Visor. It's going to be cleaning things up. So,
That was just a
phenomenal
perfect,
defense.
perfect defense, really. Except for that one take they gave up.
Yeah, this is actually going to be an interesting game to take a look at again. Because we were just barely talking last game about how teams are having a hard time defending this Volskaya first point, but that does not seem to be the case at all for Attack Extreme. They have a plan, and they just stuck to it there. We saw just perfect engagements. The positioning out of every single member of the team was on point. I mean, just a flawless textbook defense coming in there by Attack Extreme.
Yeah, the alt management was definitely on point. Just the, as you were saying, clean comms all the way. We'll receive this triple support here with the Ana, Brigitte, Moira, I wonder.
I mean, they can probably run whatever they want and feel somewhat comfortable with it for the first couple of minutes. We'll see whether, you know, if they have any trouble with that. We'll see whether they decide to swap up.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see triple tank, triple support.
Yeah,
With Knight onto the Brigitte.
I'm very surprised that they're going to be running it with an Ana instead of a Lucio. Okay, yeah, that's what I was
There you go.
thinking.
Yep.
Jordan swapping onto the Lucio there to give him that speed boost, but you pretty much need the speed boost to come in. The Ana heals are very strong for sure, but with these big heavy tanks, you gotta,
Mickey
you gotta have
of
that
Dallas
speed boost.
Fuel did also tease that Brigitte could be run by the DPS players.
Well, we'll see how it works out here. Brigitte just providing a lot of crowd control here with the shield bash, knocking back that Roadhog and, you know, keeping him out of position for the time being. Now just being a bully somewhat, you know, and getting that healing going for the team. The armor packs being thrown out. Taz, though, going down is a big source of healing gone here for Attack Extreme,
They
but I
lose their
don't know
big
if it's
source of
going to even
healing
make a
too, though.
difference.
Their Moira going down too. And
Yeah,
Mercy, and
Attack
this is-
Extreme with the position. We do see Sendo with the attack visor, but it's not going to be enough. He's just shooting it into a bunch of tanks at this point. And that's it. Attack Extreme. Very, very good, mechanical and executional play there. So I was very impressed with Attack Extreme in this series, and I'm looking forward to watching them play throughout the rest of the season here.
That was just, even though the Volskaya game was rather one-sided, that's a beautiful EMP, by the way, just getting everyone in there. The Volskaya game was also one definitely take a look at in the future again and revisit just, how good this defense was.
All right. Well, we have played 3 of our 4 matches here today. So now going on to our last one, which is going to be Red Suns versus Nobody. Nobody. I like that. Wow. This is some impressive understanding of their name. The team Nobody, their logo is a Cyclops. And for those of us, real nerds out there, you'll remember that Nobody is the name Odysseus gave to the Cyclops when he was stuck on the island, and it tricked him because he told all his Cyclops buddies that nobody poked his eye out, and they're like, "What do you mean nobody poked your eye out, you idiot?" And so he just got away. Read the Iliad, kids. Iliad and Odyssey. Read them both. Read everything.
Well, I think they sound like they play very good at Ilios, but that's not in the map pool today.
All right, we got Nobody in here. We are just waiting on Red Suns, and then we will figure things out.
I think Zenyatta needs a trench coat skin.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, he's always showing his balls for everybody, so why not?
Oh, jeez. All right. My personal version of the whole let X do X signs that we've been seeing in the OWL is let Zenyatta build walls. I want Zenyatta to be able to build walls like in Fortnite and just set up his own high ground.
Oh god, could you imagine?
Be pretty broken, but hey,
He does not need any more buffs. Maybe if they got rid of Discord and added that. but
All right, there we go. Red Sun joining the game. We're going to be getting things started. Nepal, our first map. And we're actually a little bit ahead of schedule today, it would appear.
yeah, we only saw one map go to the third. One game map go to the third map.
Yeah. I guess we're not ahead of schedule. We're on schedule, which to me is ahead of schedule because if you've been watching these leagues and tourneys for a while, you know it's it's hard to keep all our ducks in a row and keep all of everyone on time and everything. But
Well, as Dwight Schrute says in The Office, 50 minutes ahead of schedule is right on schedule.
I thought you were gonna say Bears beats Battlestar Galactica, but I guess that wouldn't have been relevant.
Maybe if we run Horizon.
True. You have a pause coming in for some reason. Not sure. Nobody tells me anything around here. Just
Tactical pause, PogChamp.
tactical.
So have we gotten a confirmation for a pause yet?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what is going on, like why the pauses come in here. But I know that if it's one of the teams, we have it's like a 5-minute pause that we can.
And now, a word from our sponsor. Well, we have to put that aside for now.
I mean, speaking of which, we do actually have a sponsor, and it's CF Esports, who we did. Ooh, excuse me. We did see their I'm not done yet. Jeez, we saw their Diamond and Masters team, CF Red, today. So they are our sponsors. They have helped us buy our shirts, as Amateur is linking right now in the chat. So yeah, go ahead, check out the t-shirts. Not the only way, as we mentioned, you can also support the channel and the stream by subscribing, either here or on YouTube. It helps us out a lot. But with that, we'll get things started here on Nepal. Nobody going up against Red Suns in our last match of the day. Red Suns setting up with the kind of standard Sanctum composition. They've got the Orisa, they have the Junkrat. They're going to set up underneath here and possibly look for a pull, but that halt is going to be eaten very quickly by the defense matrix. Not finding anything here for Red Suns just yet, but they do have the positioning here underneath the point. They should be able to use that in order to get the advantage here. But however, they're being
No
forced.
kills yet.
Yeah, being forced underneath as well, quite a bit. So
There's an opening pick right there with the Mercy falling. That's going to be a lot of their healing losing out. And a big boot by Psycho Drift. And this should be a first point cap here.
always a little embarrassing to be looped off the map by Lucio as Lucio. You know, definitely feels bad, man. But with that, Red Sun's going to be taking this first point and starting to build up the percentage. However, Hoopster almost up to a pulse bomb here, so could possibly open things up. Is going to have to waste recall though, just to avoid that spam damage coming in. So nobody going to have a hard time, I would think, getting through this defensive hold here.
Pulse does get onto a reset, which he's just going to use Fortify and negate that damage.
Ooh, Corey though finding two with the Rocket Barrage. Very important kills, and Anubis finishing himself with the pulse bomb. Feels bad. So that is going to be nobody retaking the point. They managed to overcome the spam damage, and now that spam damage loses a lot of its value when you are on the outside of the point looking in. So we'll see what they're able to do, but Tika's getting hooked in very quickly. That is going to force him to think pretty long and hard about staying on this Junkrat. Does have the Riptire, but, you know, like I said, without having the inside controlled, it's going to be tough to get a lot of value out of this spam.
Yeah, they need that Riptire to open up the fight in a big way.
Absolutely.
And they get the opening pick here, though. Still haven't used the Riptire. Probably be a good time to use that soon.
Definitely.
Let's see how the
Max
sound
not
barrier
going to be
for
in a position where he can get res either. Thought does have the Valkyrie. See if they need to use it here.
But do lose AKS. We're losing our big support. And that's a big ass pulse bomb by Booster coming in.
Yeah, Pack does have this Rocket Barrage up again, but not even going to need to use it. Poofster so far has been making enough value happen out of these pulse bombs where the rest of the team really doesn't even need to press that triangle button and do anything. So, I mean, Corey is going to set up, has this Rocket Barrage ready to go, and can possibly slam the door on this attack with it. Is going to avoid that hook there from Fire Dragon. So very important. And now, I mean, I think Red Sun's walking right into a tough situation here. Tika's using the Riptire, but not going to find anything with it. And there's Pack Tech Corey finding that Rocket Barrage. Both the DPS for the side of Red Suns are gone. And that is about
never
it.
used that sound barrier either.
Yeah, still waiting to use it. Used it there to benefit him and the other support, but definitely a little bit too late to get much of the benefit.
Yeah, some very questionable ult usage here coming out. A bit of a delay on the ult of the Riptire previous fight, and then the sound barrier here. So a pretty convincing first map win here.
of my preference to see to matters personally.
Alright, Red Suns
I will provide the
swapping some stuff up. Looks like they're going to be going for the straight dive comp on this map with the Zenyatta and Mercy for heals. Tika's actually on the Soldier now. It looked like he was going to come out on Genji there, but is on Soldier. So, dive E comp. Dive-ish. However, nobody just going to be getting set up on the point with a strong control point composition. I mean, it's going to be very difficult for this dive to push into this, as we see all of the hallmarks of a counter dive right now with McCree, Junkrat, and Roadhog here. Roadhog getting the first pick on the Tikas, and that is where the dominoes start to fall here. Nobody taking the point and starting to build up the percentage here pretty easily.
And they can get a nice stagger out here with this baby diva. Not gonna leave her homeless though, gonna kill her off right away. And they push up right up to the spawn here. This is pretty nutty. Gonna fall back. Tika's now into the Junkrat.
Yep, seeing it run well on the other side, hoping it works out for them. But again, they don't have control of the point. It's just hard to get the same kind of value when you aren't the one able to spam the choke. And right now, I mean, that's exactly what Pack Attack Corey is doing. He knows where they need to walk. He knows where they want to go. So he's just putting grenades there for them to walk into and just getting so much free damage done. However, Dr. Euros is going to be taken down there.
Almost got a double kill with the pulse bomb, but he was able to fade out of that very quickly. Big self-destruct coming in here.
Very important self-destruct kills there from Akko. A lot of percentage is being built up here by the side of nobody, and they're stalling out for a little bit, 78% on the board before Red Suns is able to flip it over. They do flip it over, and that is important. They've got both their support ults online right now, as opposed to a couple of high damage ultimates with the whole hog and Riptire available for nobody.
They do have the sound barrier also, so if this gets a kill and then they can engage with it.
Corey uses that Riptire to get Akko low in the mech, but isn't able to return to his own body fast enough to finish it off. And Akko just comes right in for the free kill. So nobody not able to capitalize on that ult.
And Ging being very smart there, not using the sound barrier, just dying on point, respawning with his team, and they're going to go in again. And probably do an eco push here to build up more ultimates before going in again.
A lot of ults on the line here for Red Suns. We'll see if they're able to make it work. Legion does get that Earth Shatter off. And yeah, the kills are coming in to follow up on it. So nobody having a hard time getting themselves re-established in here. However, they build themselves up a sizable amount of percentage, so they do have the time, and now they're coming up on the point where they want to take advantage of it. They're about to have a couple of ultimates, and the Earth Shatter and the Deadeye coming up are going to be big. Going to be big.
Sound barrier nicely timed there, and they're going to get the kills to follow that up with.
And they don't even need the Earth Shatter just yet. They're going to be able to use it to hold the point with, which is very important. They didn't have to use too much in order to break in here. And so now, this last 20% that they need to hold is going to be much easier for them to do so. But looking at both teams locked and loaded, this is going to be a very, very interesting fight.
They should be able to get the grab, but they are going to have the Transcendence to counteract it. But the Riptire does, however, damage through that Tranquility.
Yeah, the tire coming out right now. It's holding them back for the time being, but they're going to need to push in and get on the point. Legion member pushing in.
That's exactly the kill they needed.
Finds the kill on the Fire Dragon. No Transcendence available. The Graviton able to do so much damage without that Trance. And that is going to be that. Nobody off of an incredibly well-timed, well-placed Riptire are going to take this first map and go up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah, if you're Zenyatta in that situation, you have to pop trans just to save yourself. You cannot die in that situation. You're just too valuable. But at the same time,
Yeah,
good
I mean,
target prioritization.
You know,
That
it's
Riptire.
unfortunate because no matter what, you're going to be in a tough position. I mean, if you are Zenyatta and you have that Riptire bearing down on you, you know if you use that Riptire or you use your Transcendence, that you're just opening things up for the the Graviton that's coming in. But, you know, would you rather use the ultimate and not have it for when you need it, or die and not be able to use it when you need it? You know, I guess
Well,
that's
exactly.
the question.
Especially when you're your last fight into the match,
Right.
forever, you need to use that.
Yeah, you know, he did not press triangle quite quick enough, and that is going to make the difference there. But we're going to be moving on to Volskaya next. We'll see if things are any different for Red Suns on that 2CP map.
We've seen a lot of interesting compositions on Volskaya so far today with the Brigitte and the triple support. So let's see if that comes out again, and how if either of these teams can match the defense we saw last game.
Oh wait, I think it could be Volskaya or Horizon. I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, it's going to be Volskaya.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
I think Zarya needs a new voice line when she kills someone. She should say, "In Soviet Russia, dead is you."
I'll show them.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one.
All right, Volskaya here. Nobody on the defense first. And Red Suns on the attack. Looks like fairly similar comps coming in here. The team's going to be running the dive, but instead, the only differences I see are, yeah, the Widow versus the Soldier here. Soldier on the defense, Widow on the attack. Anubis for Red Suns going to be looking to create an opening for the team here. And there it is, finding that kill onto King.
Gonna get
Almost
the
finding a
here.
pick. Almost finding that pick onto the Soldier as well. Ooh. Anubis having a hard time hitting a shot since then, though. Basically just denying that space, making it difficult for them to push out there. But in the meantime, while he's missing shots, his team's falling all around him. Hoopster in the back line doing a lot of work. And Tika's able to find one of his own, but it's going to be the rest of his team taken down as the DPS try to do the work, and they're not able to do so.
If I kill onto the Mercy, was big, but we're gonna be back in no time with the Winston going to get the Mercy there.
Enemy in my sights.
Anubis about to have sights, so see if that comes in handy.
I've reached the objective. Let's coordinate our efforts.
Pops it pretty much immediately and finds that headshot on the Poopster. Tracers being traded here. But Anubis needs to find more than just this one pick every minute or so. Now,
And that's a
oh
huge
my
Diva
lord.
bomb.
The placement on that thing, I'm looking forward. I'm hoping we get to see it in the play of the game, but just put it over the top of this middle building so it dropped in right in the laps of everyone who was trying to retreat for Red Suns. Anubis
was
going to swap
nowhere
on
for
the
them to
Soldier
go.
76. So now we are seeing the mirror match coming out, but Red Suns on the losing side of things so far, and having a hard time breaking open this first point. They're having a hard time even finding who to attack. I mean, nobody is showing. That's exactly who they're showing right now. They're showing nobody. They have 2 tanks that are out here on the point, and then everyone else is just hiding. Fa up in this corner with the Valkyrie ready to go is nowhere near anything. I mean, you have to go in on top of a Soldier and Zenyatta and have the ability for this defense to peel on top of you in order to attack these supports. They do it anyways, though. Tika's finding 2.
Yeah, that pulse bomb onto Corey was very big as he got rid of the attack visor.
Trance coming out right now from Ging, and he is going to use it without getting much value out of it. Now, just desperately trying to keep his team up. Max does find the kill onto Anubis, but it's going to be Ging taken down, Max going down, as well as Poopster. So, yeah, it is going to be nobody. A very strong hold for the first few minutes, but they did somewhat fall apart there at the end. And so Red Sun's going to be able to take this point, and looking at their ult meters coming into the second point with nearly 4 ready to go, they've got a good chance here to snowball this.
Objective B.
Yeah, that pulse bomb onto Corey prohibiting attack visor from coming through is probably what allowed that to take that point.
We do see Tracer 1v1 taking place over here. Forcing the recall out for Tikas, but of course, this 4 ult push about to come in for the attackers. Tikas, though, is going to be taken down. He does get the stick onto Corey, but Corey's going to be able to make it back a little bit faster if there's even an opportunity to do so. Anubis is finding these kills with attack visor now. The first tick coming in for this attack. Corey needs to get on the high ground and use this attack visor quickly, but no, he's going to have to just jump onto the point. I'm really questioning that, as he did have a tank alive who was able to get down there. If he had waited just a few more seconds, then he would have had the positioning he needed to use that attack visor. Now, using it and losing it, he is going to come back out on the Reaper, but it might be a little bit too late here.
Yeah, these are again like free. This isn't Tuesday, but was Reaper Boss for the Wraith Former not in yet.
And
That's a
he didn't even
beautiful
manage to
bubble
use the
placement.
Wraith form there. The kills are coming in pretty heavily right now for Red Suns. They look like they're going to be able to finish this out. They did lose a couple of people here and there, but now 2 ticks gone in. Corey does demech Akko, but that is going to be it, I think. And yeah, Red Suns, just inches away. 99.2% on the board now. And, just all over but the stall for the side of nobody. Corey taking his time, not even going to touch it in time, unfortunately.
After such a great point A defense, just they gave up too much in the ult economy, and their first attack on B were able to get it.
However, as we've seen so far today, holding for nearly 6 minutes the way they just did is pretty impressive on Volskaya. It's not something that we see every day, and so I think there's very much a world in which they come out here and go into the time bank round with more time on the clock than 2:15. But we haven't seen what the side of the team's gonna bring in just yet. So it looks like they're gonna be running a defensive dive.
And we saw Tikas on both point A and point B on both of those winning fights, even the extended one, getting that initial pulse bomb kill onto Corey, and having his team snowball off of that is what won them both points. So good on him. And again, man, pulse bomb charges super quick, is super effective if you hit it.
Nothing's gonna stop.
Nobody up 1-0 right now in this series, and looking for their opportunity to finish things out in a 2-0. But no matter what, they're gonna need to bring it to some extra rounds if they want to do so. So right now, we're seeing Red Suns putting up a strong fight. We'll see if their defense is anywhere near what we saw out of Nobody on theirs, but
3, 2, 1.
looks like they're going to be running the same composition that Nobody was running.
End objective.
We're seeing, again, nearly a mirror matchup. Nobody running the Lucio this time instead of the Mercy.
Yeah, we'll see if this is enough to sustain. I would have liked to have probably seen a Sombra on the side of, but we'll see how that goes. And already both divas being demeched.
Yeah, the DMAC onto Akko, though, I would say is more important unless he's able to get back into the suit, and he does. So Akko doing a really good job getting back into the suit in a vital fashion there. And now an advantage for Red Suns as they're going to take out Max. Akko desuited again, but the damage should be here, I think, for Red Suns. But no, Legion member going to be taken out there. Corey doing a great job of staying alive and just shredding through these tanks right now. Akko almost back in the mech again, though. But Corey almost up to the tack visor already.
And he has the high ground, which is a huge thing here.
And now losing Fire Dragon. Akko needs to stay in this mech or else he's not going to have the self-destruct available for the tack visor. Corey can use it at any second. He's now down on this point, so they're going to be forced to come into him. And I don't even think they want to do it. We do see the Valkyrie coming in right now, but the tack visor is there. Luckily, they do have the tanks available, but Akko out of the mech, not going to have the defense matrix. So Corey not finding the kills, but finding the zoning, and that was all that it takes. Nobody taking this point. Moving on to point number 2 with over 6 minutes left to go.
And they have both support ultimates and bomb.
They are looking good, but on the defense, I mean, a lot of ults as well. So Red Sun's definitely not out of things just yet.
This should be interesting. I think if you make an eco push here, make the defensive team use some ultimates. Have an engage again, second attack. We should be able to take a big time.
Well, that is a big pick from Euros, and Anubis gonna die to his own Helix rocket, I believe. That is absolutely
they've used too much already.
Going down. That's 3 ults coming out right now from the defense. No kills. No kills for them so far. Akko finds one onto Max, but Fire Dragon's gonna go down. Corey up on the Soldier 76 is gonna be just putting in a lot of damage from the backline. Tikas falling down yet again, and Nobody looking very strong. They haven't taken the first tick yet, but there it is, going over. Psychodrift going down, and this is about it. Anubis not going to be able to touch. I mean, they've got Stall coming in here. Corey now getting the tack visor. Nothing to stop him. 4:53 on the clock here for Nobody compared to 2:15 for Red Suns. We've got another Volskaya game here.
Yeah, I originally thought they invested way too much into that original fight with not getting enough value out of it, but they completely proved me wrong.
And finding the picks in a slow and methodical fashion can actually be really important, at the beginning of these fights on second points. You get the spawns just staggered out enough where you're not going to see, multiple tanks at the same time, or you're not going to see all of the support out there or all the DPS out there at the same time. And it just, over time, is going to whittle down the defense where, you're able to overwhelm their damage. You're able to put out damage faster than they can heal it, and Red Sun's losing out on some vital members early on there snowballed into the loss in the end. So now 2:15 on the clock to put as many more points up as they possibly can. We'll see what they can do, especially considering they didn't even take the first point in 2:15 on their initial attack.
No, they were in their last minute for sure. Maybe last 30 seconds where they actually took it.
3, 2, 1.
But not going with the Widow this time.
Objective A.
So unlike my ranked games, Widows do swap here.
Alright, Red Sun's looking to set up this dive, and they're going to need to be very, very strong with it. And honestly, it might be difficult for them to dive from here, because they're going to have to go all the way across, use all of their movement abilities to get over there. Already, Legion using his bubble, some defense matrix gone. I mean, they're using resources just to even get close to this fight. And now they're going to go in, though. Tikas is going to find that kill onto Max, so a great initiation coming in. And Akko getting the kill on the Ging as well. So yeah, this should be it for Red Suns. Red Suns able to find the opening that they need. Dr. Euros looked like he jumped off there, but no, is going to come back for the D.Va 1v1, but no, Fire Dragon not letting it be a 1v1. I was looking forward to seeing the Bunny Blasters going back and forth, but, Fire Dragon wants to win or something, I guess. But yeah, Red
I don't know
Suns,
about the stall. It's definitely feeding more all charge.
Yep. Sure. Max is going to go down in the end, though, and that first point is going to flip over to the side of Red Suns. They've got a little over a minute to push on to the second one, and coming up on some crucial ultimates. Anubis, of course, with the Pulse Bomb, and they're about to have Valkyrie and Dragon Blade. The two of those, power-boosted Dragon Blade is one of the most terrifying things you can possibly see. Tikas going to be able to come in here with all sorts of support. Oh, look at this D.Va Bomb being thrown off, and
What
Dr.
fantastic
Euros
placement.
absolutely tricked Tikas. He thought it was going to be knocked off onto the ground, so he climbed up, and that is huge. That 3 kills coming in there very early on in that fight, and the snowball finishing it off. Red Suns now with 30 seconds left to go. They've got
They didn't
the ults.
invest that much though. They didn't invest the Blade, but they didn't invest the Valkyrie. And we're gonna have Zone Barrier here.
Massive stagger onto Akko, though. It's gonna be 10 seconds left on the board before he even respawns. Coming out of spawn right now. 4 ults on the board, though. For Red Suns, they've got the speed boost to help them get in. Oh. Fire Dragon with the sound barrier, going to be looking to use it early, get maximum value out of it. We do see the Dragon Blade already coming in, but not finding anything. Thaw falls afterwards. Now, sound barrier coming in. Everyone here going to be kept healthy. Legion member using this Primal Rage as well. All of these ults are being thrown in one by one here by Red Suns. They're slowly finding the openings. Pack Attack going down. Euros out of the mech. But it might be too slow. I mean, this is giving nobody a chance to come back in. And Psycho Drift going down could be massive. But the kills are still coming in, favoring Red Suns. The self-destruct thrown in by Akko. Not going to find anything, but trying to zone is all they need to do right now. They do need to, try to stay alive and get some kills as well. And it looks like maybe that is going to happen. The first tick going over. Euros, though, with the huge D.Va Bomb, picking up 2, not allowing the tick to go over. Everyone got off the point.
That is a
Overtime
scene I ever saw
ends.
one.
Akko! Oh my lord, Akko, why did you get off the point, man? You have a mech! You have a mech! It can survive! Oh my lord, a big throw there from Akko could be game-changing. We'll have to see. But getting off the point and not standing there to take that Diva Bomb is an absolute throw at that point by Akko. That could be a game-changing mistake that he just made right there.
I mean, those
Not
mechs
allowing his team to get the tick.
Those mechs are very expensive, though, paid for the South Korean government. But, you know, it's only public tax dollars, all right, unless it's in the private sector. But
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, holy cow! Red Suns, they're in too dire a circumstance here. You know, down 1-0, where you can't be making a mistake like that. Akko very much should have just taken the blast because the thing is, nobody from the side of nobody was nobody from nobody was actually going to get onto the point. They threw the Diva Bomb on there, but Euros wasn't going to touch it. They had nobody contesting it at that point. So if you stick it out and you take the bomb, at the very least, you possibly get that tick. Even if a couple of people on your team die, you get that tick, and you're in a position where all you need to do is to hold that tick from going over. But
yeah,
now,
in hockey, that's taking the hit to make the play.
exactly. Did you watch the Avalanche last night? We'll talk about that later. Anyway, nobody going in for their attack right now. They need to take this first point and get a tick on the second. Akko trying to redeem himself and getting a kill there at the beginning, but I mean, Red Suns now losing that mech is going to be huge. Oops, are able to just run free now on this Tracer, and run free he will. Finishes off Akko, and they are getting control built up on this point as they clean up the remaining members of Red Suns.
Securing the objective.
You have any to regroup here and just, like, you know, think things over. You know, 4 minutes to defend, not give up a point on point B. That's going to be... It's a tough task, to say the least. Anubis helping under the Reaper, though.
Akko is currently AFK in spawn for Red Suns, so maybe this is a tactical decision. Is coming out at the last second here. But yeah, we are going to see the initiation here from the side of nobody. Anubis swapping onto the Reaper, going to be very important, denying the ability to just dive in onto this point and does take out that Winston here. But Anubis himself going to be taken down by Pooster. Akko manages to find the D-Mech, but it's going to be Corey with the Tactical Visor, and Akko out of his own mech. I think this is probably the end. A nice Helix rocket there from Corey. And yeah, Red Sun's not able to come and bring it back. Nobody. 2-0 there for our last match of the night.
Alright, let's see the squad.
And Dr. Rios with the play of the game. This is probably going to be the one. No, actually, this is going to be that first Diva Bomb. Watch this placement right here. Throws it right over the top, drops in. Oof, perfect Diva Bomb there.
You know, probably the wherewithal to know the Winston and not have bubble available too.
Yeah, very, very well done there by nobody to come out on top in this series. Just exceptional play on pretty much every aspect of both Volskaya and Nepal. Another team that I'm impressed with and that I'm looking forward to see more of. I'm also, I mean, this is a little side note. I've been casting the Amateur Gamers tournaments and league this is the third season I've been doing the league, and you know, this is over a year now I've been casting for this organization, and I would say, let me take a quick look here at our teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 of our 16 teams are completely new teams to me this season. There's some names on the teams that I've seen in the past, but 10 brand new teams in our league this season. it's amazing to me seeing how big the community has gotten. How some of these players from I've seen people who started out in our Diamond and Master leagues and tournaments and are now playing in our GM leagues and tournaments. Just the growth that we've seen over this past year has been incredible. I cannot harp on that enough, and I can't thank all of you guys, all the people watching, all the players. Now, we got some new casters and everything joining us. So, Maza, thank you for joining us today for your first time.
Thanks for having me.
I'm tearing up a little bit over here, but things are awesome. Things are feeling really good. So, thanks for everyone who came out today. On your way out, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you feel like supporting the channel a little bit more. I can't remember if we're going to go live for our Afterwatch thing or if we just put that on YouTube later on, but we will be doing Afterwatch after we wrap things up here over on the YouTube side. But yeah, I think we'll probably be ending the stream here pretty soon. Thanks again for everyone who decided to come out today.